Eat Montreal.
Patrick, as you can tell from the reaction, that was not me that started the show.
Honestly, I blame myself.
You should.
I kept my mouth shut. I knew he was trying to bait somebody into keep talking, and then all of a sudden you
No.
started. I'm like, you gotcha.
So
You got it.
he doesn't host the show, but by gosh, he will. He will start the show. You know,
Whenever the hell I want to.
yeah, exactly. So,
And
I
if
blame
you-
myself. I should have known better.
If you'd have seen, I looked over to see what the clock said, and I was like, it's 8:30, and I just like not saying a word.
I was engaged in conversation with my only friend on here, Virgil. Hello, Virgil.
Hello, Patrick. How are you doing?
Oh my god.
Oh,
I'm
fine. How are
sorry,
you
but
doing?
I couldn't help myself.
So, everybody, welcome to tonight's episode of the Break Even Sports Talk Show. And yes, Polly, I actually Ed started it this time because if I started it, we wouldn't be live right now, most likely.
Probably not.
So welcome to the Break Even Sports Show, where we talk about the things that we do not talk about on the Tuesday and Thursday sports show. So that's mostly going to be FCS. We've got some soccer talk. We got international break soccer talk, and we're going to be eyeing a few World Cup qualifying games to talk about because we have possible 2 new debutantes coming in tomorrow's games in the CONCACAF region, and we're looking forward to go over that. We may have some hockey because Nashville and Pittsburgh had the international series over in Scandinavia, where Nashville lost both games. So great for that. Ed may have some F1. We're not sure yet. We'll find out. As always, I am your host, number 13 in fantasy football, but number 1 in your hearts, Virgil, the producer. And I am with, as always, Patrick, Donnie, and Ed. How are you guys doing tonight?
Living the dream, baby.
Doing great.
Fantasy football aside, doing well. Oh, look, Ed's Burner's here.
What's up, Jolly?
What's up, Jolly?
You see, I like how the Twitch people were just chomping at the bit, waiting to show up after what happened last week. So
I have no idea what you're talking about.
They were looking for another train wreck.
Yeah.
I have no control of this show. You guys already told you guys this is not my show.
Yeah,
I'm
'cause you
just
don't
here.
start it or anything.
Well, I mean, listen, it was perfect because you kept talking, and I'm like, here we go.
No,
And
it's
you
just
know, I
I'm
got that trigger
talking.
finger when it comes to things like that. So I'm like, yep, there it is.
Yeah.
it's not his show, but he gets to start it.
Yeah, apparently. Like this
By the way,
morning,
this
we
show is
spent,
brought
we
to you
spent
by the
75
DAG
minutes
Sports.
talking about Clemson.
You know what? Listen, Clemson is Clemson.
There was not a lot else going on. I mean, MLS is over, the USL is over for Carolina sports. So
I think it's a little disgusting when South Carolina State wins and you don't even freaking mention it. But
Yeah, what the hell?
but the whole thing's about Clemson. It's
no,
kind
I,
of
mean, I
disgusting.
mentioned South Carolina State and Furman.
He did. He did. Also, you were the one who instigated the conversation when it comes to Clemson football, and we just had to go there.
Well, are you telling me that Patrick is an instigator? I am shocked by this.
Right, exactly.
I'm
Right.
shocked. I'm hurt. I mean, it may be true, but I'm shocked. I'm hurt.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
He just walks by throwing Molotov cocktails all along the chat.
Fire,
No, can we-
fire
can we put it
Dabo
right?
kind of thing.
Manischewitz, okay? Manischewitz.
Yeah, He's talking about firing Dabo, and then he's instigating, and Donnie was like, he just took that bait and ran with it.
No, what I didn't say is how Dabo paid off the refs this weekend to win. Like that was, I mean,
Tell me how you really feel about that, Donnie.
The refs didn't have anything to do with it. It was the kickers that didn't make the kicks.
I'm sorry, paying
If you
off
say
the other
so.
team's kickers. I'm sorry. I mean, all that cash that you guys have over at Clemson, someone had to pay them.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. We're going to talk about how Chelsea is going to lose this week. Oh, okay. Big Chupapi.
So
That's
Chupapi's
right,
already
you're
on.
a
He's already on your bad list there because he thinks Chelsea's going to lose, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
Jolly,
Karina
please stay with
Maestro.
us. Ed will be back. Please stay with us.
Yeah, he went to check on something. He said,
Yeah, we'll talk
Polly,
about that tomorrow.
Polly, stay tuned for tomorrow because I have let's just say I have a poem, maybe even an epic to read of the return of the rise of the ashes of Mason Rudolph.
Yeah. Ed Jolly was getting scared about where you were. So
No, I'm here, baby. I'm
we
here.
told him
I'm here.
we told him that you're going to be okay.
You know what the problem is? I had to move my light. That's like it was here, so it was casting a shadow. And you know what I'm saying? I can't be doing
Well,
that.
the thing
you
is,
know?
yeah, Jolly was. He said he tried to stay awake, and then you came back and he said, "I'm awake."
That's
So
what we do, baby.
yeah,
So normally we start with soccer talk, but considering the international break, we can't really harp on our teams this week. But I also want to focus on FCS first because this is the last regular week for FCS season. And while we go over some of the games that happened last week, because there's quite a few I do want to talk about, I don't know if you guys looked at the schedule this week. There's going to be a lot of good games to talk about.
Mhm.
But before we talk about those games, we need to talk about some of the FCS games that happened last week. And we're going to start over in Brookings, South Dakota.
"We saw your comment there, Kareem. We'll get to soccer in a little bit."
Oh, don't you worry. We will be talking our soccer here in a minute.
So the question that I have, we've got a lot of bubble teams kind of going on. The bubble's actually kind of smaller than usual this time, although there is a possibility of a 3-bid Ivy League, which sounds amazing when you think about it. South Dakota State,
Bro.
at the beginning of the season, was maybe a shoe-in for the playoff.
Wolf.
Definitely going to be probably in the top 4 seeds, staying around with North Dakota State. After the Indiana State game, they have completely free-fallen. They have lost to South Dakota, and then they have now just lost to Illinois State, shoring up their place in the playoffs. So
I
guys,
don't get it.
I was going to flat out ask you, is South Dakota State going to make the playoffs at this point?
I still think they are. I just don't know if it's going to be. Well, obviously, it's not going to be one of those higher seats that we were expecting them to be, right? Because honestly, you and me were having this conversation. It's like we thought that South Dakota State was going to be one of those top 4 teams that they were going to make it at the end of the year. They were like a shoo-in, like you said, and all of a sudden, you lose 2 in a row. Now your things are looking kind of grim there for you. Illinois State, again, 2 in a row already for them, and man, I'm a little nervous. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean,
I'm a little nervous.
they've only got North Dakota left, so if they win that game, that will help their cause. I don't know if it gets them all the way into the top 16 or not.
See, I don't know about 16. I mean, body of work for them. I mean, they play in the Missouri Valley, which is one of the strongest conferences. So the body of work will probably get them in. I don't know.
They'll just be a lower seed for sure.
Well, let me research who the top 10. Let me see if we can find some projections right now on who the top 16 seeds are right now.
Yeah. All I know is Youngstown State, baby. Youngstown State, they has a couple losses. Obviously, they're 7-4 right now, but also part of the Missouri Valley, conference. Right. And they put it together against. They had a nice little win against Indiana State. So, hey, good morning, Terry. Good morning,
man. Terry joined us first thing this morning, and he's catching the nightcap tonight. So, all right, glad to have you, Terry.
Yeah, I didn't join you or anything this morning, Donnie. Yeah,
we already talked about you this morning being an instigator. Calm down.
You kind of had to be here tonight anyway. He didn't.
I kind of had to be.
Yeah, you're one of the hosts.
You're one of the co-hosts, man. Brother. What do you think I'm
the host without any controls.
Well, see, you got out of hand, and then we had to take some of those away.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that.
Get out of hand. I should be wearing
see what you're doing.
You what?
See what I'm
See what
saying?
you're doing?
Yeah,
What am I
Yeah.
doing?
instigating.
I'm here being present.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here so I won't get fined. Yeah, exactly.
See, here's the thing. By the way, going back to this talk, producer, Illinois State scored 28 points right off the rip, and they only scored one more touchdown in the second quarter. They didn't do anything else, so they had their chances. South Dakota State had their chances. It's just they had one really bad quarter, and it's just because
Yeah, I mean that's all they needed.
that's all they needed.
I think Illinois State. Do you think they maybe took their foot off the gas a little bit when they got 28?
Yes.
I mean, I think they kind of coasted a little bit after that, and then
Yeah.
I agree with that. That has been a problem with Illinois State in the past. With they will start strong in games like the UNA game. I always go back to.
Mhm.
They had a very surmountable lead in that, and UNA came back. And so I don't know if it's a matter of just. I can't say it's playing down to their competition because I don't think South Dakota State's really a down.
They're not a downer
They're
competition
not a
now.
down team to play too, but yeah, I'm kind of. I don't know if that's going to be problems later, but yeah, they have a really good offense. The quarterback Rittenhouse is probably one of the better quarterbacks in the FCS. So yeah, I'm not surprised by the score
Yeah.
at all. Like I said, I think I picked them to win that game, but I
Yeah,
guess
you had Illinois State.
yeah, I was kind of expecting a little bit more fight out South Dakota State before the end of the game because it looked like they went into panic mode really at the end of that one. And
I'm a little nervous for them.
Terry, we'll have football after FCS considering it's the last full week of FCS games to go over real quick. So,
Because God Almighty, where I'm excited
So-
for some FCS football playoff.
So it's the top 16 that make the playoff.
no, the top 16 are seeded. So you have 16 national seeds, and
Okay.
then the top 8 of those get a bye, and then you have 8 other at-larges. So right now, and this
So
is
the 8 conference champions. So the 8 conference champions and then 8 at large.
yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
here are the current. Let me see. This is the right one. Okay, yeah. Here's the current top 8 seeds, and this is off of an FCS bracketology site that I kind of to take your grain of salt with it, but they've been pretty accurate before. So number 1 is North Dakota State. Number 2 is Montana. Number 3 is Montana State. Number 4 is Lehigh. 5 is Tarleton State. 6 Tennessee Tech. 7 Rhode Island. 8 Mercer.
Strong.
So
So
those are your buys.
I was going to say, so the coaches poll has Mercer at 6.
I mean, the coaches poll is so much of a better poll, really, if you think about it.
Well, and then so you were right. So they seem to be aligned up through 5. So
Mhm.
North Dakota State, Montana State, Lehigh, Tarleton State, and then the coaches poll has Mercer at 6, Villanova at 7, and Tennessee Tech at 8.
So Villanova, while the better team, I think Rhode Island has the advantage to win the conference over them.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't looking at the
Yep.
8 national seeds, but I'm going off the top 8 in the coaches poll.
So the other side of that, hold on. This was the wrong time for my screen to freeze. Great. There we go.
Cool.
So the other 16 seeds, number 9 is Monmouth, number 10, Villanova, number 11, Illinois State, 12, Harvard, 13, the Cowards, 14, South Dakota, 15, Abilene Christian, and 16, Stephen F. Austin.
Who are the cowards?
You know who the Cowards are. I refuse to say their name.
UC Dunces.
You know what I'm saying? If Mercer wins that game, they're not an 8 seed. They're probably a 6 or a 5. And UC
I was just
Davis
gonna say they go a lot higher than that.
So see, this is where that game kind of comes in because UC Davis is sitting on the seed line, and maybe if they lose that game, they wouldn't be.
Yeah, and it shows South Dakota State, opening with Stephen F. Austin. So I mean, they're going to get in. It's just they got a longer road to hoe.
That's what they definitely will have. They'll be
got a
traveling to
they got a
every
longer road to what?
playoff game.
Well, and they'll also, at least according to the way it is now, if I'm looking at something off this is the exact same thing you're looking at, Virgil, collegesportsmadness.com, FCS
Yes.
bracketology. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, even if they win that game, then they've got North Dakota State as the number 1 seed. So, let's see how far they go. at this point.
They'll be traveling, whatever
Yeah.
it is. At this
Yeah.
point, they're not going to have any home games. So that's the one
Yeah.
disadvantage that they have, is that because of the way that they've lost the last 2 games, they just gave up their home field advantage at that
Right.
point.
So is there no way back for West Georgia to get one of the 8 at-large bids?
Hate to break it to you, I don't think so. Here are your current bubble teams. Here are your current teams that are listed as your unseeded. So, as Donnie mentioned, South Dakota State, and then we would have Central Connecticut, who would play against Monmouth. We would have Northern Arizona, who would play Hartford. North Dakota would play the Cowards. Drake would play South Dakota. Lamar would play Illinois State. I'm circling this game if it happens. Villanova plays Youngstown State. And at Wayne Christian at Southeastern Louisiana.
How can
Ooh, I just got excited.
see now? This is where I have a problem. Like, how can South Dakota State be 7-4 and still have a chance at the playoffs when West Georgia are 8-3?
Strength of schedule.
Strength of schedule. That's where it goes back to the strength of schedule.
Boo! West Georgia played a hard schedule.
West Georgia hasn't played anything.
Boo! Yes, they have.
And they're done.
Yeah,
They can't even do anything else this week to
Boo!
sway anything. They just got to
Boo!
hope
You're a
somebody
Clemson
claps.
fan. I don't want to hear from you. Boo!
He doesn't want to hear it. He does
I know.
not want to hear it.
I don't want to hear from a 5-5 team.
I'm sorry. I'm watching Raw right now, and Cam Scattaboo is face to face with Dominic Mysterio. I just wanted to pass that along, Patrick.
Wait a minute. Cam Scattaboo's on Raw.
Cam Scattaboo is on Raw right now. And
Let's go.
He has pushed JD McDonough. Okay, I'm officially invested in this, so I'm going to leave for the evening. I will talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
So,
Also, Cam Scattaboo injured and hit like a Death Valley driver.
well, I said just his ankle. His head's okay. So that is what the current bracket is. I really can't find a trusty bubble list on who is still out there. I know Yale and Dartmouth are 2 teams that are being talked about, and Yale does play Harvard this week, so that can make a big difference there. So that's where we're standing here. We still have some pretty big games to talk about this week, including one of my favorite rivalry names this week with Montana State Brawl of the Wild.
Whoa,
And
man.
What's it called?
Brawl of the Wild.
I like that.
Such a good
So-
name.
I heard the Montana State game was up for College Game Day to go to, but they ultimately didn't. It ultimately was not selected because they're going back to Eugene to watch USC and Oregon, which I don't understand. But it would have been so cool to see them go to Montana to go. Would they be in Bozeman or in Missoula?
See, I had that list. I had that up, and then I closed it because I was playing it this week.
Hang on, I'll tell you. It's
I know it's one of the 2.
It is in.
I
think it's in Missoula,
scroll
right?
down far enough here.
It's in Missoula.
And they could see a moose, like, walking, trotting downtown, but yet they decide, haven't they already been in Eugene this season? And then they're going back.
They were there for. Were they there for Indiana, Oregon?
I want to say they were. So
I think
now
they were.
So now game day is going back to Eugene for a second time, but you could have gone to Montana for Montana State.
It's almost like they don't like college football. Something to ponder about on tomorrow's show. So let's go over some of these games.
Is that something to
real-
Christian ponder?
We're not talking about Christian. No, this is a Christian Ponder free
Okay. Okay. Fair
episode.
enough.
So let's talk about some of the games that went on last week. And guys, the MEAC 3-way tie is no longer possible because South Carolina State beat North Carolina State in a pretty good game, probably one of the better games of the weekend.
North Carolina Central.
What'd I say?
You said North Carolina State.
Oh, they probably beat them too. North
They
Carolina
probably
Central.
would because
They
North
would have.
Carolina-
They
NC
would
State sucks, dude.
Yes, sorry. North Carolina Central loses to South
How
Carolina.
did Tech lose to them again? Golly.
Tech
still
lost.
don't know.
I know.
Who knows?
Tomorrow's show.
So that means that next week's game, and we will be picking this one too, South Carolina State goes. Let me see. Yes, goes to Delaware State.
Ooh.
Both teams are 4-0. Both teams are 8-3. So the Celebration Bowl will be on the line for this game.
I got Delaware State on that one as of right now. Let me think about it a little bit more.
Man, that disrespected South Carolina State. First this
Oh
morning,
no,
now tonight.
South Carolina State. There's no disrespect, none whatsoever.
So the question for South Carolina State is, can they do it on a partly cloudy day in Dover?
Ooh. Could they do it on a rainy day in Stoke?
I think they could, actually.
I think they could.
They did it a rainy day at Durham. I think they can do it a rainy day at Stoke.
Yeah. What do you think, Donnie? Could they do it on a rainy day in Stoke? You're from
I think
South
they can do it anytime, anywhere, any place, any day.
About time you throw some respect their way. I dig it. Thank you.
Throw respect South Carolina State's way. What? I
Yeah.
love South Carolina State.
If you say
Okay.
so.
I got friends and family that have gone there.
Man, finally some respect. It only took you, I won't even get into it.
Where is South Carolina State in respect to you?
It's in Orangeburg. From my house, I could be at the campus in less than an hour.
That's not bad.
Not bad at all.
Is that with police protection or like,
Well, I mean, it
Since
is
you
in Orangeburg.
travel-
So
well, I was going to say, since you travel like, with security.
no, I mean, not for travel purposes, but might have to be careful down there at night.
No, South Carolina. Listen, South Carolina State plays some good football. I like
They do, and I'm not trying to badmouth Orangeburg, but there are some issues with Orangeburg. Let's just leave it at that.
What?
But South Carolina State is it's a really they got a great stadium. I worked in Orangeburg for a year many years ago in my previous career, and I drove past that stadium all the time. It's a beautiful little stadium.
It is a nice stadium.
Yeah.
I've actually been to Orangeburg.
Look at you.
Yeah, I haven't been there yet. I probably need to make a goal there. Go
Listen,
there.
I've been to one or two places despite what thanks.
Other notable games, Indiana State loses to Youngstown State 48-29, so they're going to be setting themselves up to be in the tournament soon. North Dakota 35, Murray State 17. First half, I really thought Murray State may have been able to surprise North Dakota there, but nope. In the end, it all fell apart because
Really? I mean, really?
the halftime score was 9-7, Murray State. The fact
I'm not
that
gonna lie.
North
I
Dakota-
was a little nervous when I did see that score. I'm like, oh, I don't know. This is
Listen, I'm grateful to Murray State. They're the only reason that my Georgia State Panthers have a win this season. So, shout out to Murray State.
Well, I thought St. Francis might get their first win against Long Island, and no, they lost 10-3. It's like, come on.
No,
They had too many iced teas.
And that was it was 3-3 going into the fourth quarter. So
Now, though we talked about a bubble still hanging in there, there was a bubble that was popped, in my opinion, this week, and that is East Tennessee State going into Western Carolina and beating them. Western Carolina was a popular bubble team, in my opinion. I thought they really had a good chance that they won that game, but now
more.
one bid on league with Mercer.
I think Mercer was still living rent free in their heads from the week before.
I mean, that's such a draining loss, especially because I mean, the offense played well. Like, you can't say the offense was bad.
Right.
You can't say it was just Mercer was better.
But if you think about it, this is actually UC Davis's fault.
This 100% is UC Davis's fault.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Mercer was PO'd, right? That they
Yes.
didn't get to play because of the cowards, and they took it out on Western Carolina. So really, if you think about it,
Tell me how you really feel.
this is UC Davis's fault.
Yes, Phil, we did flip to FCS first, considering this is the last full week for FCS, and a lot of great rivalry games and bubble games, and soccer was on international break, so we will get back to soccer. But speaking of soccer, real quick, there is something that I have to say real quick for Phil, and that is a congratulations to Furman Soccer for not only winning the SoCon final this weekend, but also getting a first-round bye in the tournament.
Go
very
Paladins.
well done.
All right. Okay. Go Paladin. All right. Do you?
I saw that in my
Furman
My
always
feed.
has a good soccer team.
yeah. I
Now,
saw
did
that in
you
my
have
feed.
that in your bingo card?
What? Furman Soccer?
Yeah. Because I
Oh.
didn't.
When I saw it come across my feed, I made a note of it because I need to bring this up on Monday.
I like it. I can
And,
dig it.
Virgil bringing the stuff to the people.
It's what the people want.
Yeah.
Let's see. Harvard had a very close one against Penn.
Didn't you copy? I swear.
And I love
45
Phil's Phil's FU all the time. That's a good one too.
It really is. I mean, Furman University to have listen. I need
Poppy,
I need an FU all the time T-shirt or something like at this point because that's just great stuff. You know what I mean?
That is. Big Chew Poppy, that is something that Chelsea would do, but we're not going to let our former player Scott Parker beat us this weekend. We good.
I mean, if you get a red card, they probably will.
We might get 2 red cards, okay? Because that's how we do things.
I'm just saying, I'm used to seeing that little red square, rectangle whenever I look up Chelsea score lines.
I hate to tell you that I am too.
I'll be quiet. It'll be quiet on campus doing
football selection show.
When is this football selection show? Because that would be cool to see.
So, Tuesday nights. Oh, you're talking about for the FCS?
For the FCS, for the
Oh,
playoff.
I don't know about the FCS. I'm sorry.
The selection show will be Sunday, November 23rd.
Yeah.
At 11 a.m. on ESPNU.
Zach,
Come on.
Zach, no, we have not. We have not talked about the MLS schedule changes yet. We started off talking about FCS football. Big Chew Poppy, I don't know what your campaign is against Chelsea, but we might be getting a front of shirt sponsor, so I don't even want to hear it. Finally.
He's using the same excuses you use to talk bad about Bayern Munich. I just realized that.
You what?
You're using the same excuses that you've used to talk about Bayern Munich about relying on expensive signings.
Well, that's not me saying it. That's Big Chew Poppy saying it.
I know, but you've said that about Bayern Munich before.
Relying on expensive signings? Oh, yeah. Well, no, my problem with Bayern is that they try to get everyone cheap. They want the top superstars, but they don't want to pay the price.
Here we go. Here we go.
Look, Big Chew Poppy saying that that you're going to beat Arsenal? Yeah, in what world?
Here we go again.
So going back to FCS before this gets off the rails with Patrick Banger, Monday Patrick's already coming out. Harvard had a close one against Penn, 45-43. And do you know how Harvard won this game? Or what helped Harvard win this game?
A study guide?
A kicking game helped Harvard win this game.
Well, they just need to do away with kicking because it's terrible.
Terrible.
I'm always a fan of. I don't know. I'm just saying, kicking games here to stay. No matter.
Come
what.
on, like winter guys, no one can even make a 25-yard field goal anymore. It's terrible.
Well, they probably have engineers over on the sidelines, like working out all the coordinates and the angles and everything. So they're probably pretty good at it.
Big Chew Poppy, how is Tottenham 17th?
Here we go. See, I knew he couldn't do it.
That couldn't be a more.
He couldn't do it.
That couldn't be more incorrect.
How in the world is you couldn't do it? You couldn't do it. You couldn't just like not take the bait. Just leave my team alone. My team has not done anything.
Talk to your boy Big Chew Poppy about
Big. You'll be all right, bro. Don't worry about it, Big. You good? It's this hater over here who keeps talking crap about every other.
You won your first trophy in 17 years.
We guys are spending money, and then you want everything cheap.
By the way, Tottenham's spending money too. By the way. I mean, Donnie was telling me about how they signed Xavi Simmons, so I don't want to hear it, bro. He was going over all the details for me about all the money that Tottenham spent, and I was like, "Thank you, Donnie. Thanks for keeping me. Tottenham often finishes above Arsenal in the table in recent years. Are you talking about? I do not like Arsenal whatsoever. But are you talking about the last 3? Because you sure as heck haven't done it in the last 3.
Here we go again. Why you gotta just leave Tottenham alone, dude?
Listen, I'm a Chelsea supporter. I have to talk about how mid Tottenham is.
Patrick,
does it make you feel better about yourself that your team sucks too?
Patrick, what's the first rule on the internet?
You can't let the
not be reactionary.
Don't read the comments.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's a good point, guys. Let's just relax. Ed, thank you for using your burner to bring peace to this.
You're welcome.
This.
I just don't know why you're letting it get to you because I didn't do anything. So
Yes, and Ed never loses his cool. That comments.
No, he never does.
No, I never do such a thing. You know that.
No.
I love that Jolly's like, y'all chill out, and then drops a
And
little
drops the
firecracker as he
Liverpool.
walks away.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
he just drops the match in the gasoline and walks away like nothing to see here.
By the is Jolly? Are you California based?
Yeah, I think he's LA.
Yeah.
In all seriousness, Jolly, I hope you're staying safe with that mudslide and everything out there in Cali, with all the rain and everything else. Hope you're keeping y'all in my prayers. Hope you're staying safe.
Yeah, him and Polly are
Polly,
definitely, I think,
Polly,
out
same
there.
thing to you.
California.
Polly, same thing to you, my man. In all seriousness, just stay
In all
safe.
seriousness, but then now that he says the all seriousness, Tottenham still sucks.
Hey, you said it, not me.
Yep, you said it.
We're gonna clip that end of that.
Yep.
So back to the
Forget about
the schedule.
context.
Speaking
back
of, I'm
to the-
looking at Tottenham hats right about now.
I'm fine. I still get home. Well, good.
That's
Good.
good. That's good.
Well, Polly, keep staying safe, my man.
So back to the scheduled comment, the schedule that I had before that got off railed again.
I know, off track.
I
Did
don't know
you
how that
guys?
happened.
I don't know. Did you guys see the 5 overtime game between Southern Illinois and South Dakota?
That I did not know.
I saw the score thanks to Donnie.
So I did not keep track of this one as much because I was still, I think I was still watching Oklahoma State, Kansas State, which we'll talk about that tomorrow.
Go Popes.
South Dakota pulls it out against Southern Illinois, 53-51. Southern Illinois sitting 6-5. They may not be in the playoffs. I'm not sure what their situation is right now.
The
First,
Salukis.
still like that name. Probably one of the better
That's a
names.
great name.
It really is one of the better names. You're right.
For Phil, Furman beat VMI 32-14. Pretty good win for them. So we have three. So we have 3 undefeated teams in the FCS currently.
North Dakota State is one of them.
North Dakota State is one.
I think it's one of the Montanas.
Nope.
Mm-mm.
Trying to do without looking it up.
One I've already talked about in the Ivy League,
Harvard.
Harvard.
Yeah, it's Harvard. That's right. Yeah.
And then the last one is the one we're going to talk about this week too, because not only they're 11-0, they have a big rivalry game coming up this week, and that is Lehigh. Lehigh's been one of the teams we haven't really talked about much.
Dude, they've been flying under the radar.
They literally have.
Yeah,
Wait.
where's Lehigh based?
Like what conference?
No,
like state.
Pennsylvania.
Are they in Pennsylvania? Are they
They're
in
in Pennsylvania.
Are they
Yeah, I
in
think they're
Pennsylvania?
Pennsylvania.
Don't ask me. I have no idea where Lehigh is at.
Montana is undefeated, by the way. They're 11-0.
Tennessee
I
Tech,
thought Montana lost.
What, son?
yeah, Tennessee Tech was before this weekend after the Kentucky game.
Because they're ranked number 2 at 11-0, and Montana State's ranked 3rd at
That's what I
9-2.
thought. I told you,
Yeah.
Montana.
Maybe I got confused with Montana State, so sorry about that. Sorry for our fans in Montana that are listening, which is basically Mr. Stoops.
And me.
Yeah, are you from Montana? I didn't know you were
But
from
I'm
Montana.
a fan. I'm a fan. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
a fan
yeah.
of FSTS overall.
Did you move to get back into the snow, or what did you do?
Are you out of your fucking mind? There's no
I-
way in hell I'm going back to the snow. Not a chance in
I'm
hell.
gonna need for you to calm down. I was just asking.
I'm calm as a cucumber, brother.
I like that Phil says Furman used VMI as a
Tune-up game.
tune-up game for the Military Appreciation Day against Clemson.
Damn.
Oh, we will talk about that because, like I said, there's another FBS versus FCS game that I want to have a discussion about. If you
Yeah,
looked
I
at,
think we're going to be the ones wearing the purple uniforms. By the way,
why would you do that? That's
Why would you take that away from them?
cultural appropriation. Why would you do that?
because we always wear purple in Military Appreciation.
Then why schedule a purple team?
That's their problem.
That's your no.
Virgil,
That's Clemson's
yeah.
problem.
Virgil, have you heard of the term superiority complex?
Hmm.
Hey,
I don't know.
teams wear
Apple
white.
definitely has that for sure.
Oh, we agree on that.
So a team that does not have a superiority complex, Campbell lost 31-24.
Yeesh.
Rough year for the Camels. Hopefully they will be able to bounce back next year. UT Martin beat Charleston's other 17-14. And just like you, Patrick, with Georgia State having their lone win against an FCS school, so does Oklahoma State against UT Martin. That's their only win this year. So thank you, UT Martin, for playing.
Yes,
that.
and listen, I know this is the show where we talk about major conference teams, but Georgia State does not play like a major conference team. They lost to Marshall.
Mm-mm.
We are Marshall.
Well, whoever is Marshall was stomped all over Georgia State. That's for sure.
Sorry, I have to go get my Campbell hat. Donnie, what do
Imitation
you
is the
think?
sincerest form of flattery.
I like that. I love that.
I like that, Phil.
I like that a lot, yeah. Austin P beat Sanford 30-16.
Hey, what I've been telling you about Austin P. Keep an eye on them.
Well, I think they've got a pretty big matchup coming up next week.
They do.
If they are still going to be a chance to get into the playoff, they're probably going to have to win that game.
Are they on 3 losses, Austin P?
7 and 4.
So 4 losses.
4 losses. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know who has only 3 losses? That's West Georgia, beating Utah Tech 23-0.
I mean, I wish that was a little bit more of an impressive win, considering Utah Tech is so terrible this year. But
guys, let's talk about this game, because only one person picked it right, and I was confident this was not going to happen. Presbyterian walks into St. Thomas of Minnesota, the Tommies, and beats the crap out of them.
I'm disappointed in myself
You should be,
because I thought that was going to be a rough road game for them, and boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, I shouldn't have tuned in, because I originally picked Presbyterian in my write-in picks to Virgil, but then I switched my pick to St. Thomas when I was on the show, and I was like, should have stuck with that original pick.
Well, see, I was trying to go with my first instinct, and my first instinct was that this is going to be a tough road game. Give me St. Thomas, and I let Presbyterian down.
I mean,
they still won.
I started factoring in that long, arduous plane journey to the Midwest for Presbyterian, and I did not think about how that could or couldn't affect them.
Who picked that game right?
It doesn't matter. It kind of makes the Davidson loss a lot more of a head scratcher.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely.
It doesn't matter. No, we moving on.
Who goes to club? See, you guys, I got to go to work. Who goes to club on a Monday?
Oh my god,
that's pretty funny.
Johnny, I never said anything about your mom.
Did you say anything about Patrick?
I never said anything about your mom.
Oh my god.
I mean, the Davidson loss. Yeah, because I mean that was a 1-point loss. They had
not be there.
She will not be there.
She will not be there.
Oh, I love this show.
Oh man,
but that's a good road win for Presbyterian, by the way.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. That one surprised me a lot.
Does that put them back in any hunt for the playoffs or anything like that?
I don't know if they're a bubble team or not. It looks like Drake pretty much has that spot shored up.
The rapper?
No, the school.
See, that's a shame because that 1-point loss is probably what keeps them out.
Right.
Oh,
after a great season.
Oh, I'm sure there is a clip of me out there doing that. I remember when you brought that up, Jolly. Yeah.
Virgil, did you get to watch any of this? And I didn't. So, Jackson State Bethune-Cookman.
No, SWAC games are not on ESPN Plus.
Got it.
So I wasn't able to watch that one.
Is that one where you had to have a standalone subscription to watch it?
I think it's either Flow Sports or something. It's like I didn't want to deal with that.
I'm not about to spend my money on Flow Sports. I'm not gonna lie, guys. It ain't happening. It's not that big of a deal for me. I've already spent enough already as it is on so many other channels and TV packages that I don't need it.
Donnie, you have it, right?
I do. I got it for the Checkers games because Rhonda and I like to watch the Checkers games even here.
Donnie has every sports package you can possibly have.
No, I don't have everyone, but close.
No, he does. He does, because when I was doing Gottlieb Watch on Thursday for the Green Bay St. Thomas game, it required a login to the Summit Network Sports or Summit Conference Network Sports thing, and I didn't have that. I texted Donnie because I can't believe this exists, and he says, "Oh yeah, here's my login for it." And it's like I can't use it, but thank you for offering.
You should have. I'm the
I
kind of
would've.
guy who's like, "Oh, you're giving it to me for freely? I'm
Yeah,
on
I
a
would've.
budget."
I would have.
Yeah,
Listen, I would have been.
he offered it. That's
Listen,
the thing, though.
listen, I would have known what it was like to be rich for a day.
The other problem is that I didn't have it. I don't have the app on the Fire TV.
Oh, see, that's different.
That would have had to connect.
But
through there.
but if he's offering, you take it and you run with it because he offered. Remember that.
Listen, Donnie has a screen so big I didn't even realize they sold them that size. So
I've been trying to get the wife to let me buy a 75 or 80-inch TV.
is yours 150 inch, Donnie? Is that what yours is?
No, it's not. But I'm not going to say now that Ed said what he said. So
It's 95.
no.
No, I was gonna say it's bigger than 80
Lower.
though.
Lower 75.
Yeah.
I think I got a.
Do you have a
think
70,
I
77?
think it's
Yeah, you-
85.
I really want one of those.
My
big-
friend Phil, the lake house that we went to for the Clemson LSU game beginning of the season,
Yeah.
he's got a 98 inch,
Oh, that's beautiful.
and that's not even in the house. That's on the screen porch, looking over the lake.
You're talking about yeah. You're not beating the alligator.
Yeah.
Not my
Which
not
one?
my lake house,
No,
Jolly.
which
not my
one? Yeah,
lake house.
exactly. Jolly, I wanted to do the same thing. Which one?
There it
That's
is.
my friend. That's my friend Phil, who actually is
Yeah.
a lot wealthier than me.
Man, you know, Jolly, you know, Donnie always knows a guy, or he probably gave it as a present anyway.
See, we're just all lucky to be in his circle. That's what it is, guys.
One
We
in
need
Utah,
to
the
ourselves.
Maldives.
the one in Utah, the Maldives.
Maldives.
Oh my god,
Jolly, that's great.
that's good. I like that one.
Props for dropping the Maldives, though. That's
I thought it was Monte Carlo. You know,
That's too small.
Well,
Place.
no, that was Wednesday of last week. You
I
know,
could walk across Monte Carlo. I'm not going there. That's too small.
not doing F1. You're not.
man. Yeah. So when you said that we were going to be doing F1 on this show, Donnie said I better make the investment and buy property in Monte Carlo so I can just see it live.
Yeah.
Monte Carlo
Some of us just try to find it, like a TV stream. No,
No, I could probably afford to go to Vegas, but I don't know if I could afford a ticket to actually see the race. I'd have to get me a room up high and just hope that I could get a good view.
mm-hmm.
So going over some of the last few scores, Stephen F. Austin beat Lamar 26-15. Pretty good back and forth on that one before Stephen F. Austin just kind of pulls away.
I thought that was going to be close.
I did too.
I didn't.
If Terry is still
Congratulations on winning the picks this week, Ed.
If Terry is still on, Tarleton State beat North Alabama 61-0. I hate to see purple on purple crime like that.
That's a
Because
threat.
that was-
It was
that-
21-0 in the first quarter. They scored another. They went 19.
it was 40-0 at half. So I mean, it's like it was done at that point. Sacramento State beats Idaho, who I consider the most disappointing team in the FCS this year, at 23-20. And then Montana State beats the Cowards 38-17. I was very glad to see that line.
What I loved most about that is that they let the Cowards score first, try to make them feel like they had a chance, and then it's like, oh, we're good.
Psych.
7-0 at the end of the first quarter,
7-0.
and it's like, all right, let's turn it on.
Yeah, exactly. You had to pull it out of them first, because if you're beating them bad in the first quarter, that's when the rain and the weather starts coming, and it's like, you didn't give them a chance.
Did you see where the ref had to bring the UC Davis players back on the field after for the second quarter? They were just gonna try to cancel the game after the first quarter.
I knew it.
Yeah, and then they had to pull them back onto the field. So
I knew it.
Uh-oh.
I know you're probably joking, but I wouldn't be surprised.
who said I was joking?
There's a lot of purple teams in FCS.
The only
now that you
F1
say
I've ever
that.
seen is on my keyboard.
That's a good joke. I like that.
I like that one.
Good
Phil.
one. I'll give you that, but don't
Phil,
don't be
same
knocking.
for me. Same for me, Phil.
Don't be knocking no F1.
I'm not knocking it. I'm saying I've just never sat and watched an F1 race.
F1 is amazing.
I'm not
So
saying
guys, let
The Vegas race is this weekend, right?
It should be
coming-
because they were
Yeah.
in Brazil 2 weeks ago, and then they got they up here now.
Well, I know Dan Patrick's show is down there in Vegas this week broadcasting. So he went for the
They
race.
paved the whole thing just for this race. You know that?
That's
So,
cool.
guys, let's talk about this week in the FCS slate.
Let's do it.
So, of course, there's some FCS teams that are playing FBS teams too, and I can never take the SEC conference seriously during this time.
Or ACC.
I don't think ACC is scheduling FCS teams this late, are they?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are.
I haven't gone that far deep in the schedule yet, but Samford is going to College Station to play Texas A&M.
Oh my word!
That's messed up, bro. That's just disgusting.
I don't even know what the line is on that. I have not seen one
There
yet.
is no line on this at all.
But as for the games that we're definitely going to be picking and talking about, first one is the game, Harvard at Yale. It's the Yale Bowl over at New Haven. So Harvard is 9-0, 6-0 in Ivy, and Yale is 7-2 at 5-1. So Harvard loses this game, Yale takes the automatic bid. Harvard's probably going to go ahead and be in the at large in there. So this has implications on the bubble for sure.
The fact that Yale would take over when there are 7, there would be 8-2, and Harvard would be 9-1. It's beyond me.
Well, they have a tiebreaker over in conference.
So
So when Jimbo was at A&M, that had to be scheduled when Jimbo.
I believe it.
Yep.
Probably, yeah.
Jimbo would do that. He would be the kind of guy who would do that. So
Next game we have that we're going to be. Oh, sorry, Patrick. Go ahead.
I was just going to say the only other ACC game is Wake Forest has Delaware, and Clemson has Furman. All the rest of them are playing conference games.
Well, Delaware's not FCS anymore.
they're
Well,
FBS.
okay, then it's just Clemson.
Oh,
Clemson
Clemson's doing
losers.
Oh, Clemson playing another like D3, and
They're trying to make themselves sound better. That's what it is.
Right, wow.
yeah, glad you tried. I'm glad you actually stepped up to play FCS this year instead of D3.
Furman has a better record than us. We're giving them a big check, so
Don't matter.
I'm very well aware that Furman has a better record than you guys.
Donnie, let me ask you
There's a
this.
lot of teams that have a better record than you guys.
How would you feel, Donnie?
Florida State ain't one of them, but there's a lot of teams that do.
Donnie, how would you what would happen to you mentally, physically, and emotionally if Furman does find a way to win this game?
it's not going to do that much to me. I mean, this season's as bad as it is. I wouldn't be surprised actually. Now, if we lose South Carolina, I'll lose my mind. But
Jolly, is there such a thing as a negative percentage?
Yeah, there's slim to none. Like
Yeah.
0.
So,
There's,
Phil,
there's none to none.
in the past, that has been true. But this year, it's different. This year, for the first time, they are going to be playing in the playoffs.
It's about time.
I love that. So who are you rooting for in this game, guys? Yale or Harvard?
Harvard. I like Harvard.
Yale just for the chaos.
I mean, I get it. I can respect that.
I'm going Harvard.
I wish I went Ivy League school. I
Maybe
think
because you earned it.
I think if I had to pick one, I would pick Yale, because I think I think Lou Gehrig was at Yale, was it? Or was it Yale, or was he at Columbia? No, he was at Columbia. Sorry. Anyway, I'd pick Yale.
Loser.
Another rivalry game that we have that also will have implications on playoff seeding. Lehigh is going at Lafayette.
Oh yeah.
Both are 6-0 in the Patriots. Lehigh scores 11-0. Lafayette is 8-3. Lafayette's probably
game.
Lafayette's probably the only team that I think can probably beat them. When I looked at their schedule earlier, that I thought really had a good shot. So,
Wow. Look at that.
see, I don't have to do the instigating today. I just
Everybody's just like throwing haymakers today, isn't
Man,
it?
I'm so glad I don't have to. Man, everybody else is doing it. I love it.
Well, that's because y'all don't have to travel as far. Travel cost is less, so we give them less.
Wow.
Oh,
It's like a 40-minute drive from Furman to Clemson, if that.
are you going to the game, Donnie?
No.
Donnie's like,
I thought about going up there to tailgate with Phil just for the tailgate, but
Is the
I
Tiger mask
can't.
coming back out?
I mean, I would.
Is the what?
Is the Tiger mask coming back out?
The wrestling?
his
No,
Tiger
I'm not-
mask.
My face paint. No, that was
Oh, the
for,
Mr. Metropolis thing?
Yes.
that was for
The greatest magicians have something to learn.
I'm not singing cats in public. I'm sorry, Patrick.
Don't do that.
Listen.
That's just crazy.
Oh, well, and never was there ever. Sorry.
the face paint was for an Orange Bowl game, not for a Furman game.
And the fact that you actually paint yourself and then the way in that you look, give you ball. You got balls, buddy.
Well, you get a few beers in you, your buddy gets it done. You're like, screw it, I'll get it done too, because it was free. But we gave her, I think we
That's
each
my
gave.
favorite price. You know what my favorite price is? Free 99.
Wait, hold on, Ed. You mean you've never painted yourself for like one of your teams before? Like you've never painted yourself brown?
Not even chance in hell, no. He was so drunk.
I wasn't that drunk.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Mrs. Mayer on this one.
Yeah. So, Jolly, I get a coupon for 99 cents off of free 99. So,
Okay, wait, hold on. So I have a question about this. Did he sleep curled up like a tiger?
Oh,
Like how dedicated was he to this shtick?
he
I
had to be
didn't.
pretty
I didn't sleep
dedicated.
curled up like a tiger, but she woke up to that face paint. I'll tell you that. I'll find the picture and I'll send it to y'all.
tickets
Oh,
on-
that's not bad though,
That's really not
tickets on
bad.
the 50 for $40. What?
honey.
Yeah, I was like, I'm not watching this off. You're gonna wake up next to this in the
No,
morning.
Don't expose
It's
Mr.
on the-
Mayor.
On the 50, $40, dude.
Ed, this is very nice of you to defend your morning show co-host.
I'm not defending anything.
Sure you're not. Because you're not Jolly.
Nope. Not
So
a
how do
bit.
you guys feel about the? I'm sorry for having to steer the show back away again, but we're going to be here for like 5 hours if we continue like this. How do you guys feel about the MEAC game? South Carolina State, Delaware State. Delaware State winning this would probably be one of the biggest stories in the FCS, especially
It
with
would.
the
It would.
first year coach and with the abysmal seasons Delaware State has had. But eventually, does this run out for them?
I don't know.
Delaware State's where Deshaun Jackson is, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that for Deshaun Jackson. He's doing really good, man. I'm super surprised. First year coach doing what he's doing.
Yeah. Good for him.
They would have an automatic bid, right? Though if they do win, whoever wins it, because they're both have the exact same schedule. Oh Lord, that's haunting. That is so haunting.
I just saw the little preview. I haven't pulled it up yet. No, Murray State. I didn't. Oh gosh, I didn't. Oh man.
He's looking at you.
Oh my word.
That's what I look like the
I
next
can't
morning.
unsee that.
Actually, I think that was the night before. I was like, this is what it's gonna look like in the morning. And it did. That shit took a while to come off.
I bet it did, dude.
Yeah.
By the way, this almost made me die. He wanted me to wake up next to that the next morning. I'm starring that comment.
Oh God.
That's a good one.
Out of here. I you know what? I have mad respect for you for doing that. So good for you, buddy.
Absolutely. So Murray State has one last shot to win a game.
Yeah, I sent you the one that I sent you guys the other day too.
Yeah,
That was me and my
see,
friends.
Yeah.
So you can see the before too.
They do have a chance here. They do have a chance.
Do you think they have a chance here?
Yeah, they do. I just don't know if they're going to take advantage of it. Rawr.
Listen, I'm just saying it's a tall task for them to win on senior day at Terre Haute.
Yep.
Again, listen, I'm not saying it's going to get done. I'm just saying they have a good shot.
For those who are wondering, Murray State's traveling to Indiana State. Indiana State is 3-8, only 1-6 in Missouri Valley, and that one is South Dakota State for some reason. So I'm definitely keeping an eye on that one.
No, for sure.
Presbyterian.
You do realize that Murray State's 0-11, right?
Who was that to?
Ed.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. Listen, they actually kept up for a little bit against North Dakota State. So, like, I mean, you got to give them a little bit of a respect on that one. And Indiana State, they're 3-8. So what I'm saying is they have a shot. I'm not saying that they're going to take full advantage of it. I'm just saying they have a shot at actually, coming ahead. And if they do win, it'll be like by like 1 or 2 points. It's not going to be like a going away big. I think they really do have a shot to get a win here.
Such disrespect to Larry Bird University. I can't even believe it.
Well, Larry Bird ain't playing football, so
Yeah, Larry Bird. Yeah,
Good point.
I would like to see both of those get at least get the one win and not go winless for the season.
Can St. Francis please get a win, or do they have no shot?
They've been close twice. They've only lost. The last 2 games were only 1-score losses.
Who do they play in their final game?
They have Stonehill,
Oh no.
who's 3-8. So
Hey, they have a shot. I think they might have a shot. I'm not saying they might only win by 1, but I think they might actually have a shot.
yeah, I mean, Stonehill's 3 wins are against Maine, Long Island, and Mercyhurst.
Hey, Ed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So next game we have talk about, of course, Eastern Illinois travels to Alabama because why?
Because
But
it's
guys,
Alabama.
Buckle up. Mercer is traveling to Jordan Hare to take on Auburn.
Bro,
They're not going to win.
they're not going to. But you know how much fun that would be
That
for
would
us to be
be
talking about this?
if they have a lead. If they have like a 10-0 lead, I will make sure everybody knows.
Listen, stranger things have happened.
Stranger things have happened.
I remember App State going to Michigan.
I was getting ready to say App State, and you said it
Listen.
first.
Georgia State beat Tennessee. Anything can happen.
Yep.
Donnie, I'm disappointed in you as a Clemson fan that you would not bring up the Citadel beating South Carolina.
Yeah, well, that's not that big a deal.
Because
It is
it's South Carolina.
I know that, but just way to rub in the fact that South Carolina lost to the Citadel 1 year.
I think they lost to him 2 years. I think they were
I was
relatively
trying to give
close.
them the benefit. I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt here.
I can see. Listen, and you know me, I've been rooting all year for chaos, and I would love to see Mercer going in there and actually beating Auburn. That would be so much fun. And let's not act like Auburn is this just good team. They're 4-6.
Yeah, I mean they fired Hugh Freeze, so
And they got Iron Bowl next week.
yeah.
Right.
So don't you think it would be fun if we got to the end of the season and they were all of the winless teams, and then they kind of play a tournament to see who can get a win, and then
How legit would that be?
that would be so fun. Can you imagine Lincoln playing St. Francis?
I think San Francisco could probably win that game by 20.
Touche.
So Murray State might even get a win in that one.
Well, let's not be too hasty.
Let's relax now. Calm down now.
So, Montana State, we've already talked about, so we don't really need to go over that one again.
Yeah.
South Dakota State at North Dakota. I feel like the loser of this gets knocked out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And honestly, after the way both teams have been playing, North Dakota looks like the better team.
Yeah. You're probably going to include this in our pick'ems.
Absolutely.
Where's the game being played?
North Dakota.
North Dakota.
Okay.
Man, dude, That's one game that I really want to see.
On
Yeah, I
ESPN
may.
Plus.
I have to see what time the Oklahoma State Central Florida game is, but if it's not around 1 o'clock, I'm probably going to watch
Why
that one.
would you watch that?
I
Don't
have
you
to
rather
watch
watch actually an actual team that you
I have
like
to watch. I
win?
have to watch my team through thick or thin. It doesn't matter.
I'm with you.
Oh,
I watched the
okay.
Browns, so I get it.
Well, you're an hour behind. So Oklahoma State UCF is 3 p.m. your time. This one would be 1 p.m. So you have 2 hours of this game first.
Good. I feel like that probably. I like to think that would maybe settle within those 2 hours. Like I would have an idea what would happen, which means there'll probably be a deadlock.
Watch this game go all the way to like, tied until like maybe overtime or some crazy thing like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, if it's a good game, you can stay with it at least till halftime of OSU. So
right. Idaho State plays Idaho. We're probably not going to pick that one, but just a rivalry there. Sacramento State plays at UC Davis. I am kind of keeping an eye on this one. I don't think UC Davis will be knocked out by a Sacramento State loss, but it is one that I kind of find intriguing.
But this is what I was just going to ask you. Okay, so you don't think they would, but I honestly think that depending on the North Dakota South Dakota State game, I think the loser might still just eke in if you have like for example, a UC Davis Sacramento. Like if UC Davis loses, man.
sorry, I saw Phil. I mean, excuse me. I saw. It was Phil's comment, and then I just saw the replay. That was a huge acting job. But anyway, we'll come back to that.
You'll get
later.
a fine. I still think, depending on the competitiveness of the South Dakota State North Dakota game, I still think that one of those teams might still have a shot at making it into the FCF playoff. They'll probably be like the last team in or something like that, but I think they still have a shot.
Yeah, I'm kind of. Sacramento State lost to South Dakota State in the first game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
So that's probably going to put a detriment to them on there. But I see UC Davis winning this game anyway.
Yeah.
So I think it's kind of a moot point. And then the big one that we're going to be talking about, and so big that it's not even on ESPN Plus. This is on the CW network. Furman plays Clemson. I was not really going to go into analysis. I got to see what the line is for this game first, but I expect a full analysis of this on Breakfast Takes.
Uh-huh.
And I think it's followed by a replay episode of Dawson's Creek or something.
Whoa, man! Hey, listen. I used to watch the hell out of some Dawson's Creek. Don't be hating.
I've never seen Dawson's Creek.
I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. Yep.
I've never seen it either.
What? Jessica Alba, dude.
Jessica,
Could I just say it's too white for me?
Yeah, you probably could.
Yeah, I can see. Yeah. I mean, never mind. Moving on.
I'm not.
No, go ahead. What, you want to hop something really bad? You want to?
Nope.
No,
We're good.
No,
No, it's all right. We're good.
let's put in the private chat. We'll see how good that really is.
I like that Polly's having to watch some Alfred Hitchcock stuff. Though Alfred Hitchcock, that's some good stuff right there, man.
Listen,
Yeah.
what about
Holly, have you watched The Birds?
Oh, that's a good
I
one.
I see the Alfred Hitchcock hour on the black and white stuff that I watch on.
Patrick, we agreed not to talk about NFL today, so why would you watch the Eagles game?
Sorry.
Yeah, Alfred Hitchcock, man, that dude, he was kind of crazy.
Go Birds.
And then the other game of note to keep track of, Austin Peay at Tarleton State.
I got that one pinned. I told you.
Yeah, I think I'm going to watch that one too. I can't see Austin Peay winning that one. But if they're trying to fight for their way in the playoffs, could be one to keep an eye on, because Tarleton's pretty much set.
Yeah, they're in.
They could lose this game and
still make
they probably drop maybe 2 seeds, if even that. They're not going to drop out of the top 8. They're not going to really be.
They can still make. They're still going to make it because they've had a good strong year, and so they'll make it. Like you said, they'll probably drop 1 or 2 spots, but they're not going to drop that big because again, Austin P has been a pretty formidable team all year, and I think that they can still.
Okay, so I'm actually wrong because Abilene Christian's also 6-1.
They are.
So Abilene Christian.
Yeah, but they're overall 7-4.
Yeah,
They-
but I mean, if we're talking about conference championship here,
Yeah.
so yeah,
They
so
play Central
technically
Arkansas.
Yeah, so Tarleton still has something really to play for in that game.
That
So,
conference, though, it's like you got Abilene Christian, you got Tarleton State, Southern Utah, West Georgia,
Who's all
Austin
that guy?
P. And so that ain't bad though. That ain't bad.
So that is it for FCS talk right now. Like I said, we will be picking. No,
That was a Patrick joke. I'll give you that one, Phil.
I don't know. That
Why are we
Don't
That would be a you
Nope.
joke. No, certainly it
Yep.
would.
no.
Yep.
2 out of the 4 so far agree that it is a you joke right there.
That's how you know he's a long time chatter. He's pulling out the Patrick jokes.
He is. If Virgil doesn't even want to comment, but he's right. We're right.
not touching that one.
No, I wouldn't touch it either. So sorry, Patrick, you're out. Hey, by the way, why aren't we talking about Townsend and Campbell? I'm kidding.
Do you want to give analysis on that game?
No, I don't because they both suck.
Well, Beeston has decided.
Oh,
See, 100% a Patrick joke. Sorry, buddy.
all right, Phil. See you later.
Oh, here we go.
I can't wait, man.
I think I already know what that's going to be about too.
I have a really good feeling.
See, Ed's already left. He's like, I don't want to put up with this.
Yeah, we're gonna have a good show tomorrow. night.
Listen. I'm going to be watching Cleveland Browns practice very closely this week.
Didn't they say that they were already going to start him if Gabriel doesn't pass concussion test?
I
Still
mean,
watching Browns practice.
they're gonna lose the games either way, so
Because
might as well play him
The
and see
name
what
that
you got.
nobody's talking about, even though this wouldn't add a new name to the list, but
Bailey
Bailey
Zappi.
Zappi is in the wings.
He's still lurking around.
Yes, he is. Everyone said there's no way he could be back in contention to play. Oh, yes, he is.
I wouldn't start messing with the draft position at this point with playing Billy Zappi. It's not worth it.
Oh, you're afraid that they're going to win their games and it's going to go up. It's going to go lower because they.
You're
won their
afraid he's going to drop a 350-yard 4-touchdown masterclass? I'd be scared too.
The only problem is that there'll be 5 interceptions in that. Which, by the way,
I was focused on the touchdowns and the passing yards.
I have to give props to Mr. Gurrell for a minute. Because thanks to him texting Donnie and Donnie texting us, I was aware that Mason Rudolph was playing football in the NFL. And I agreed with that. I immediately dropped what I was doing and found a way to follow this game. So
No pokes.
I appreciate that. You made my Sunday because Lord knows that Seahawks-Rams game almost killed me.
I saw that go through. I was like, I got to send that to you guys because I knew if I figured Virgil that you would have already had seen it, but
No, I didn't know.
when he had the go pokes on there, I was like, I had to give that one to Patrick too. So
now let's transition to
absolutely, Mike.
let's transition to soccer now for a minute. We're not going to start with World Cup qualifying because I want to get your guys' opinion on the MLS schedule change more than anything. So for those who don't know, MLS is following the European style schedule change where it's almost said it's September through
It's during
May?
the winter.
Is it May?
it's through the winter. We'll say it's through the winter.
Yeah.
So like I said, I do not really follow MLS as much as you guys do. So I'm not sure exactly what impact this would have for you guys for watching it, or basically why they would be doing this. To me, it doesn't kind of make sense.
It doesn't.
If they're emulating Europe to appease the European snob, the Euro snobs, or anything like that, I don't think it's going to make a difference. I don't really understand this from a money standpoint. I don't understand this from a sports competition standpoint, because now they're going up against
The juggernaut that is the NFL.
You got NFL. You got NFL college football still going on.
You got the Major League Baseball playoffs.
Yeah, so not entirely too sure how that's going to work. Because imagine even logistics on having all of those play at the same time. So, what do you guys think of that?
See, they had, for those fans of soccer, you could watch like we watch now the English Premier League. You can watch League One and all that, right? Liga A, La Liga, and then if you still wanted to get more of your soccer fix, you have MLS, right? And now you don't.
They had their own thing when nobody else was doing it, and now they're just going to be another for the fan that just watches like MLS. They're not going to watch the other stuff as much anymore.
Here's the thing, and this is something I don't know if you guys have thought about, is USL is going to be put in the professional league. Now you just left the USL all by the lumps themselves to have their own league and have doing that prime spot right now.
Because you had, like you said, you had MLS and they had their own time frame. People would watch MLS, and then it would go into the world stage with La Liga and Premier League, all those, and you had fans that would then follow those teams. Now they're going to have to choose, and the MLS fans are a passionate fan base for their teams, and I don't know if I would like to know what those people feel about it, because for me, I'm new to it anyway.
I'm with Mike on this one though. He does have a great point here, and then I'll defer to Patrick, because Patrick and Virgil, but one day Champions League.
Yeah, because even though you guys say you don't watch MLS a whole lot, you at least know from standpoint of how the European model works to what they're doing. Are they hurting themselves, or do they actually eventually help themselves more?
The only thing this immediately helps is the CONCACAF Champions League performances, because now it's lined up with all the other Central American leagues. So, like, whenever they play, like in the quarterfinals or semifinals, it's not basically it was preseason for MLS at the time. That's a benefit for them, I can see. But like I said, I don't know what else this really benefits.
Were there, and again, I don't know this, so that's why I'm asking. Are there players from the European leagues that would come over and play MLS because it didn't interfere with their other season, and then go back to their main clubs?
For World Cup, Patrick, you probably have a better answer than I do for this.
Well, I mean, I think that the idea is that they can attract that kind of player now that they're going to be on a similar schedule.
No, but I mean before, like with the other schedule, did they attract those players once they were done with their season in the spring to come play some MLS during the summer, make some extra money, or were they not doing that?
I mean, it was actually the other way around. You would actually have David Beckham is a good example. Like when he was playing for LA Galaxy, he went to play on loan for AC Milan to kind of stay sharp, particularly during World Cup years and things like that. So,
Everton is another good example of that.
Yeah,
So the MLS guys going to the European
they go
teams
play in Europe.
more
Yeah,
so than
they
the
go,
other way.
yeah, they go play in Europe. I mean, MLS has been MLS. I think is moving to this because they've been trying to shed the reputation for years that they're a retirement league.
Right.
I
get
mean,
that.
I mean,
Kind of been, yeah.
Well, but you know what I'm saying. I mean,
Yeah, I get it because I know like the
Right.
bigger name players that I know, not following soccer, that I know that played MLS were that they were guys that are like, oh, I know who that guy is, and he's just kind of like he's done in the regular
looking-
leagues.
Yeah, I mean, they were looking for they couldn't get huge paydays in Europe anymore, so they were trying to get one last payday that they knew they could get here, especially if they got a DP slot, a designated player slot. But I think they're trying to do it to try to make themselves a professional league. I mean, they already are, but they're trying to be held in the same conversations as the English Premier League, as La Liga, as like Eredivisie, Ligue 1. I mean, all these other European leagues. So they want to have that same. They want to have that same name recognition, I would say, even though the levels are not the same. I think that they'd like to have that same prestige. I think is probably what I'm trying to say.
Well, they've got 4 things listed on their site as the benefits of the calendar shift. 1, optimize global transfer market activity. 2, maximize player signings. 3, align with the FIFA calendar. And 4, elevate their playoffs. So that's their goal.
I'm glad you said playoffs because that was the one thing I did think about because right now playoffs are going on.
Right.
And how many times have you seen anything in the news cycle about it with all the NFL college stuff going on? We have World Series. During that time, it's a lot more favorable.
And they're hoping to get players more in their prime, so that way it doesn't like they're not missing games with international breaks like they do now. Like MLS is one of the few leagues that's been playing through European and after international breaks. So you have guys that are constantly the top players that are constantly missing teams for their MLS clubs because they're playing for their national teams when in the European leagues they're not even that's not even an issue because it's an international break.
Yeah.
So like you may say that you're a Charlotte fan and you wanted to see, it's not really the case now, but say Wilfried Zaha was going to play for, is he playing for Ivory Coast?
Zaha? Oh, I thought he was
He's playing in Africa. I know
he's Ivory Coast. He's Ivory Coast.
Ivory Coast. So if you wanted to go see Wilfried Zaha play, right, and he's on international duty for Ivory Coast, but Charlotte's still playing, but they're playing with like academy guys because they lost their DPs to international duty.
Right.
So,
well, it does say too that with the playoffs,
diluted product because you're watching a game that probably doesn't have. If it's 2 good teams, they're probably not playing they don't have all their top players available. Yet you're paying them like top players, but you don't get all of their availability.
Yeah, I mean, it shows that their playoffs will now be in May, so it would provide for better weather and maximize. What was the term they used here? Maximize attention and visibility for the league's most important matches. So you're right. I mean, like this time of year, like Ed said, nobody's watching MLS playoffs because you got college football, you got pro football, and it just kind of gets lost in the shuffle. And you have, like you said, all of the European soccer. It comes across more viewable than even the MLS playoffs.
So are they trying to give themselves a sense of legitimacy? Is that pretty much, let's just say, call it by what it is, right? Like, we want to be a legit league.
Well, I think they want to attract the kind of players that can make them that. I mean, yeah, you're not going to get the world's biggest superstar in your prime coming to MLS when they can go right now to the English Premier League. But I think one day they would like to be in that conversation. They've been saying that for years now, but I don't think that I think that sometimes now playing in the States in the heat like they do right now, that doesn't help either, playing through the summer.
Or playing during the winter, middle of winter and snow.
I mean, it's a trade-off, right? I mean, it's like Zach said, who wants to go to Minnesota in February? I mean, I remember watching an Atlanta United game where they were basically playing in a blizzard against Minnesota.
We just saw a championship going into a blizzard. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like Real Salt Lake in January. Yeah, no, I mean,
thanks
so
for no thanks.
there's there's pluses and minuses to it, but NBA's dying.
I'm
It is.
intrigued. I'll say this. I'm not going to be too judgmental about it. I'm intrigued about it. I mean, I think it definitely warrants a hey. Let's see how this goes, right?
I'm
Because
also wondering,
Go ahead.
there's some MLS owners that now own European clubs too.
yep,
So I'm wondering if that because of the American investment in European leagues, was there interest from the ownership to do it for that reason as well?
I'm
I don't
excited.
know. I don't know that, and that's not something they would publicize. But I'm wondering if that's another outside benefit.
Man, I wouldn't rule that out.
Like I use as an example, Stan Kroenke. Doesn't he own the Colorado Rapids?
I think so.
So, yeah, about to say, I thought he still.
I believe that's correct. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and he owns Arsenal. So, maybe they could do partnerships. I don't know. I mean,
It should be interesting. I'm excited.
like Arsenal's going to want someone playing the same type of schedule that they are. They're not going to want them playing in Arsenal's close season. They would want to bring them back for preseason training and have them aligned with what all of Arsenal's players are doing. So maybe gives them a chance to get like good loan players if there's even European leagues that want to get them. So
Mhm.
instead of only France and Holland, the Netherlands is a place to send them, or Spain to a lesser degree. They could maybe send them to the States. Again, pure speculation for me, but I'm just trying to think out loud with some possible reasons why.
This had to be years in the making, though, right? For them to finally say, "All right, let's go ahead and move this," right? Because they're also trying to put a tournament.
I
in
don't think
between.
it is. I don't think this was years in the making. I could see this just being a rash move, honestly.
It's it says again, it's what they put out, but the thing I was just looking at, let me go back to it. It said they started this change in 2023. Where was it at? It was on here somewhere. It said it actually was a few years in the making. Yeah, it was a 2-year process. This change follows a 2-year review process that began in October 2023. Feedback from owners, club executives, players, and the Players Association partners and fans. So they've been doing all kinds. It says they've even conducted extensive weather and logistics analysis to figure things out as well. So
They're choosing the cold over the heat.
Yeah, they are.
It is.
I mean, you want to play soccer in Charlotte in July, running around for 90 minutes?
No,
Hell
man, dehydration is no joke.
Exactly. So I don't blame them for that.
Well, also, you already heard the complaints about the Club World Cup being over here, right?
Oh yeah.
About the heat.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to attract players, you are going to take weather into account. Because while the South American and Central American players who already play in MLS are used to this, the European players are not. And then you throw in travel in England is much different than trying to play away in MLS.
Yeah.
Like in England, you get on a bus and you're there in a couple hours. In MLS, you may be flying cross country.
Right. Exactly.
And I think also they had to do with like a lot of our players are also my guess is they played in Europe before, so they're used to that kind of schedule. Even Latin America, right? So I'm sure they're used to that, and they're like, yeah, no, I think it's a great idea. I think it's a much better way of playing. I mean, it's yet to be determined how this is going to play out, right? But what I'm also thinking about is the USL portion of this, right? They obviously they're not thinking about the USL; they don't care, right? But the fact that USL is also coming up with their own league when is it that they're going to be playing now? Like, what time of the year are they going to? Because they haven't announced anything as far as like the professional league. I know North Carolina FC, they're ceasing operations in 2026 to get ready for that.
Can we talk about that for a minute?
Yeah.
Was part of the deal you had to cease operations, or is that their choice? Because
I think it's their choice.
Okay, I was kind of surprised when we read it. I was kind of with you, thinking, okay, that makes sense. And then when I saw they were ceasing operations, I'm like, okay, why are they doing that?
They're also trying to get a new stadium built, so I think they're trying to want to start fresh. I don't know if it's part of the deal. I haven't heard any other team do that. But I think they're the first team to say we're going to put a bid for the championship or whatever they're going to be calling it.
Okay, because if that's part of the deal, I think that's going to be a harder sell for a lot of those teams, especially some of the smaller ones where you kind of actually need to play.
I think it's a choice. Like we talked about this last week on Breakfast Takes when we first heard the news about it, because it was in North Carolina. And the fact that they're going to have to build a stadium to play in, they have so many other things to do. I think it was just a choice for them to say, look, we're not going to keep running this team while we're trying to do that.
Yeah, they don't want to They don't want to put out a watered down product,
right?
When their focus is somewhere else.
They would rather, cut ties, let these guys find somewhere else to play, go figure that stuff out, and we're just going to focus on getting a stadium built and start the process, and basically try to get ahead of the curve on anybody else that hasn't made their decision yet.
I mean, I have nothing against it if the fans are okay with that and that works. It surprised me when I saw that.
It surprised me. It's yet to be determined if it's going to play out, right? Because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know. There's so many ifs right now. We don't know what the other teams are going to be.
And like you said, we don't know what the schedule is going to be. I mean, this is another thing. Were they considering a European calendar, following the international calendar? And MLS was trying to kind of beat them to the punch a little bit by making announcing this, and also being like, we're going to switch to this. I mean, I could see USL keeping their lower divisions maybe on the summer schedule, and maybe those feed into this new Division I they're doing that would play an international style calendar possibly. Yep. So I don't know. I mean, it hasn't been announced, so I could be totally just spitballing speculation here, and really I am. But I mean, that makes sense to me as like, okay, they probably got wind. These guys are going to do this. Let's do something too.
I was going to say, I don't think that USL is going to play a different format in their top league versus their lower leagues. I mean, I think they're all going to play.
They're all moving to one.
I think they're all going to be unified in when they play.
Oh, okay.
I would guess. I mean, I can't imagine that.
Well, and that makes sense to stay with.
If you're doing a promotion relegation model, you're not going to have the top league play one style schedule and then have your lower leagues playing a different type of schedule. Like look at the Premier League and the English Championship. I mean, you're
right.
I mean, they play more games in the championship, and they play more times a week in a lot of cases. I mean, it's probably the most grueling league in world football if you really want to do it. I think they play, was it 46 games?
There's something
rather than 38. So
and they play different. Obviously, they don't play the same days as the higher division, but still, like, I mean, that's.
Well, they do. I mean,
you're right. You're right.
Saturday, Sunday, and they will play on the Tuesday. It's just that it happens more often that they have midweek games because they play about 8 more fixtures.
Yeah.
Season, because there's what? Is it 24 teams in the championship?
Yes.
Do you play each one twice?
Yes.
So it's 48, not 46 games. It's 48. 48 games. Yeah, I can finally do math. Anyways, yeah. Remember, my C stands for quality.
24 teams.
My C stands for quality. But yeah, it's. I think that if the USL is trying to do their own thing, they're going to be aligned in the model that they play. I think that they're probably going to keep playing with them all that they're already playing with. But
Yeah.
I mean, they did get the current head of the current president of the Premier League to come over, or is it the Football League or the Premier League that they got
Premier.
come over here? Yeah, to come over and run the USL. So that's a humongous coup, and that gives them one of you threw out the word legitimacy earlier, and I think that's exactly I guess it was you, Ed. That's exactly what
It brings
that's
legitimacy.
exactly what it's bringing. Yeah, it creates legitimacy for USL, which is something they need.
For sure.
If they're
For
going to
so long,
be
they were known as the minor league system, right?
well, if they're going to be a viable alternative to MLS, they need it,
100%. Yeah.
and they can kind of be the anti-MLS in a lot of ways, because not everyone is a fan of the way MLS has been, conducting itself over the last several years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, hence he doesn't watch it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I support because I've got like a team locally, and it at least gives me an outlet to go watch football. But
Well, we had a team here.
But it's got to be interesting for both Charlotte and Atlanta, since they share a stadium with an NFL team.
Yep.
That's what I was worried about, is what's going to do to that with the changeover.
And we're already seeing some of that. Like we already see some of that with MLS currently, because I think it's going to make scheduling that much tougher, though, because now you're going through the entire NFL season.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the same time, it's just
like you start out you've got the way MLS is now. You kind of start out in March or so.
mm-hmm.
So before you have several months before you get into the NFL season that you can schedule games. When you get into this, you're getting in at the start of foot.
Well, you pretty much you would probably just block out Sundays, unless
I guess it's just going to flip the schedule where you're going to have a lot of home games. Because now you're just flipping it. Now that I'm thinking about it, like now for Atlanta, I can't speak for Charlotte, but like Atlanta has a lot of home games toward the beginning of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Right now because of the Falcons and everything else, and they have them all like clustered together, and then I'll play like 4 straight home games, but then I won't see them play for 2 months.
At the same time, though, like, I mean, we're talking about Atlanta and Charlotte, right? But Charlotte doesn't, and Atlanta, they don't play all their home games, back to back to back. So there could be some alternating schedules there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there is. It's just now I don't know. In my head, it made a lot more sense what I was saying, but now that I'm thinking about it, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. It just flips when you have the NFL schedule. Right now, like in the new model, it would be at the beginning of the season where you got all the headaches of the first half of the season, whereas right now it's the second half of the season where you have those.
Well, and you've only got to really worry about eight weekends, 8 Sundays that you've got to say, okay, there's going to be 8 Sundays that we'll have to work around.
Yeah.
And the NFL schedule, I mean, I'm sure the NFL schedule comes out way more in advance as their schedule will. So
it'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Mike said, how about Gio Reyna finally getting called back up for the American team and balling out 2 days ago?
Very glad he got a goal, but man, I feel like he's the most polarizing player on the team.
And can I tell you this, and it's not necessarily his fault, but someone who I find even more polarizing than Gio Reyna is Claudio Reyna.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I have not been a Claudio Reyna fan since he was a player. That's just me. I disliked him even more as an executive than a player.
And this is the point where Ed and Donnie just sit back and enjoy the show.
So Claudio Reyna, just so you both know, was a U.S. men's national team player. That's Gio's dad.
Yeah.
And he was a U.S. men's national.
Oh, I figure that part.
Yeah, but he was also an executive for Manchester City and New York City FC, and
Gotcha.
then he left them. He left City Football Group to move over to Austin FC, but he got in a heated row with former U.S. men's national team coach Greg Berhalter over his son not being select about his son's playing time or lack thereof with the national team. And it's like that did not do Gio any favors.
No.
He didn't deserve to be playing at the time that he wasn't playing. As much as I disagree with Greg Berhalter on many levels, that was not one of them. And
I don't agree with you on that. I think he should at least gotten a call up, and that was the problem. He should not have gotten starting minutes. I wouldn't say that, because he was doing.
Well, that's what I meant. I meant they shouldn't get starting minutes.
Yeah, he should not have gotten starting minutes. But I mean, like, his time at Dortmund, I think deserved a little bit, at least more than what was given.
Yeah. No, it was ugly. Yeah.
It was ugly, yes.
Yeah. But I think my point is Claudio Reyna didn't, in trying to help his son, did the opposite. I think he did.
Yeah, did him just.
He did his son absolutely no favors as far as I was concerned.
And as for Gio, I know he landed at Borussia Mönchengladbach. So I
What
know
was that one again?
What?
What was that club again?
Borussia Mönchengladbach.
I love it. I love that one. Thank you.
Yeah, I used to follow them because they had Fabian Johnson, and I know they have another American. I think Joe Scally, I think, is still there, the defenseman.
Not Terry Boyd, right?
No, not Boyd. I'm not going to go on the Boyd tangent here. But after he had a falling out with Dortmund, so this is kind of a second chance, especially in the German league. I'd like to see him produce more in Gladbach. I mean, at first it starts just using the minutes he gets, and hopefully eventually into a starting role. Like, the kid's got talent for sure, but
Yeah.
I think sometimes he gets in his own way.
Well, I mean, I think he's like a lot of American kids, or like, U.S. internationals he's one of those ones that had too much success too early. Because I mean, he did really, really well with Dortmund, and then everyone was like, he's the next Christian Pulisic, and he was like on everyone's list of the next big money signing for a Premier League club. And
Yeah, that was already.
he was overhyped. He was overhyped before he had a chance to really grow. And like you said, he believed his own hype.
Yeah.
And he would.
When he should have.
Well, he did more. He just didn't do enough as far as discipline. He would, show up late for things. He would, so there were problems with that, and then he would lose playing time, and then I think his confidence went at some point when it was like, oh, I can't just rely on talent alone. I don't have the work ethic to go along with it. And I'm hoping as he gets older that he's learning that. But I've not been following him closely in the last couple of years. But the problem I saw with him originally is, didn't he go to Nottingham Forest too and not really play?
I vaguely remember that. I don't think he ever played there, did he?
I know he was supposed to go there.
Let me look at that one up, because I don't remember him actually.
I mean, Donnie was telling me about it, and I was just like, I couldn't remember what year that was, and Donnie was trying to educate me.
I don't remember him logging any minutes at Forest.
Donnie, you're on mute.
Was that like 2013 or something? I don't know.
No, he had 9 appearances at Nottingham Forest.
I thought he played there.
So
Yep, Mike knows. Yeah. Thank you, Donnie.
Try to help.
Ugh. But yeah, I mean, he just not the same type of thing, but like I think about Freddie Adu and some of these other players. It's like, they were so good so early, and then it just either through injury or other reasons.
Did he have a brother? Howdy Adu?
no, bye. Everyone, we're just going to have a minute silence.
I'll sit over here and mute myself.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I was going to say that in that game, I was excited to see Balogun on the score sheet.
Oh, Balogun.
Yeah, and like I said, he's going to be
the Arsenal product.
He's doing pretty good at Monaco. I didn't think he was going to stay at Arsenal, but
Donnie, you and me would have been sitting here anyways, because we have no idea what they're talking about.
I know, and Mike's right. I am priceless.
you guys need to know your national team players. That's all I'm saying.
Jeez.
But listen, whenever Mike says priceless, all I can think of is, do you remember the wide receiver Peerless Price? Oh,
Yeah, I do.
yeah. You Freddie, you do?
No, don't start that either.
Uh,
Not
But
me.
guys, it's time to do something. I've teased this. This was teased a few weeks ago
okay.
about Ed picking a La Liga team.
Oh, I totally forgot about this.
I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't either. So I went back and see, can I find the old wheel that I made for Donnie? And luckily, that wheel has been saved.
Oh my god! Of course you
So Ed, I'm going to give you a choice.
did. Okay.
Do you want for us to pick you a La Liga team, or do you trust the wheel?
The problem with trusting the wheel is that there's going to be some shitty teams on there.
And there's going to be Barcelona and Real Madrid too.
That is true. That is also very true.
Could you take the two of them off and the bottom 6?
The bottom 6.
Bottom
I
six.
don't know. Just
There's not that many teams in La Liga.
Okay,
how
I'll
many-
tell you. Okay,
or
so
the bottom, a few of the bottom ones. Give him the mid. Give him the mid.
let me look at the current La Liga table.
Okay, I got it right here.
Okay, so what I will do,
There's 20 of them.
I will remove top 2 and
Okay.
bottom 2.
No, my first thought was OBA though, but
Yeah, no, get rid of Oviedo, get rid of Levante,
no,
and get
No,
rid
that's
of
fine.
Girona.
Real OBA though is a good
Those
club.
3 teams are about to be relegated. There's no way in hell you're going to.
Okay. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove Real Madrid. I'm going to remove Barcelona, and I'm
Okay.
going to remove Atletico Madrid because you and Donnie cannot have the same team.
I can agree with that.
And then I will remove the 3 bottom ones.
Okay, that leaves you 14 options. Middle table, basically.
So let me go in and remove these.
Mallorca is still there. Villarreal is still there.
You better hope you get Cesar Azpilicueta FC, okay?
So one moment, please, as I update the wheel.
You what?
He says
One
one moment while he updates the wheel.
Well, I know that Virgil knows who Cesar Azpilicueta FC is.
That's what I quit at FC.
Yeah, Cesar Azpilicueta FC.
Oh, God. I'm going to feel bad because I don't remember.
No one really calls it that. I just do, just
You do.
so you feel better. Osasuna.
Oh, was he at Osasuna? Okay.
Yeah, before he ever went to Marseille. He
That's
was-
right.
he was
That's
at Osasuna.
yeah.
I want
that's
to say, didn't he go back there after he got done at Donnie's club?
I have to go back. I don't remember his history as much.
Yeah.
All right. So I've removed the top 3. Well, I mean, not the top 3. Villarreal's still there, but I've removed Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, then Girona, Levante, and Real Oviedo. So
I'm sorry. He's playing at Sevilla now. I'm sorry. I forgot about that.
that's Sevilla. Okay.
Yeah.
So Ed, are you ready for the wheel?
I'm nervous. I'm super nervous.
So, which teams did you get rid of?
Barcelona, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid,
Okay.
and then I got rid of Girona, Levante, and Real Oviedo.
And he's going to get a good club regardless of what he gets.
There's some few stinkers in there you don't know about yet.
Yeah, no, I've
Listen.
seen him. I've seen
No,
him.
he's going to get Alaves.
All right.
Alaves.
A la vez.
I am personally hoping for Celta
Yeah,
Vigo.
I'm hoping for Elche.
Elche.
Give me.
Let's spin.
Elche.
Ooh, that's a long name. Which one is that?
Rayo Vallecano.
Real Vallecano,
Decent club.
a respectable mid-table club.
Yep. Rayo Vallecano.
Let's look him up.
Rayo
No
Vallecano.
idea about them.
They are currently sitting in 12th at a 3-game win streak, though, currently.
Yeah, they're in good form. Hey, who are them Rayo Valley
Real Valacanos at?
Who are those
Two of
Rayo
them,
Valley
the Rayo Volcanoes.
Yeah, y'all. I'm gonna go watch me some of them Rayo Valley
Real
Canos.
Valacanos. Let's take a look.
Man, that sounds like a yeah.
They
It's,
were
it's real Valley Canos.
They were established in 1924.
Yep.
They only have a Twitter page, from what I see.
It's probably not in English.
It's not. Thankfully for me. Oh no, they got a Twitter, a Instagram page.
I was just about to say that I know they have an Instagram.
Well, they're only the third team in Madrid, behind Real Madrid and my guys, Atletico Madrid. So.
Now, Ed, I am a very generous person on this show.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you a choice.
Okay.
Would you like to have a respin, knowing that you cannot veto whatever shows up, or do you want to stick with this team?
Wow, he's giving you the Bob Barker deal.
Stay tuned for next week when we pick Donnie's
Or actually, that's more of a deal or no deal. That's like a Howie Mandel thing. Actually,
Here's the thing, though. If I stay with they're a mid-table team, right? Rayo Vallecano
for now.
For now.
Yep.
But then you got some teams in there.
Well, you also can go higher too. You can have a team with European aspirations.
So why couldn't we give him Deportivo La Coruña?
Because they are not La Liga.
Exactly. But they used to be.
Not anymore. They're not. You know what? I'm feeling lucky.
You want another spin?
Yeah, let's see. Let's do what we got.
Okay.
He's going to end up with Villarreal.
Yeah. I'm going to end up with like the bottom team or something.
No, I said no. You want to end up with Villarreal? They're a good.
Either Villarreal, yeah. I would like Villarreal or Mallorca.
And just for fairness, I am removing Rayo Vallecano off the list.
Oh my word!
So here are the teams that are left:
Celta Vigo,
Osasuna, Espanyol, Athletic Club Bilbao.
He does love Iago Aspas, so Celta Vigo may be good for him.
That's true. Real Sociedad, Villarreal, Elche, Celta Vigo, Valencia, Deportivo Alaves, Real Betis, Getafe, Sevilla, and
Getafe,
Sevilla, and
Mallorca.
So you ready?
Do it.
All right.
Oh God.
Well, if he gets Mallorca, that's three below the team.
Oh, no way.
I knew it. Did I not say that was going to happen? Did I not say that was going to happen?
Out, my man.
I'll stick with this one.
That was tense, man. I was
sweating. I'm sweating right now. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, listen, he couldn't have done badly in the middle of the three that he was in. Villarreal, Sociedad, or Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah, you had three good choices there.
Oh God, I'm sweating. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm sweating.
Oof. Why'd you offer him that, Virgil? Golly.
Because I like a game of.
You don't follow a La Liga team, anyways, Patrick.
Me?
Yeah.
That's true.
Do you want a La Liga team? Do you want to take a spin on the wheel?
I think you should, Patrick. I think you really should. I think you really should get into.
I used to like Barcelona, but then I really.
No, you can't. We can't go with those teams, right? We can't.
No, I said I used to like them, but then after they started, pulling out financial levers to sign players outside of rules, I was like, nope, I'm good.
So I think both you and Virgil should pick a team.
Ooh, it would be fun to name a Spanish team with Virgil in it.
I don't have a
All right, Mike. Have a good night, buddy.
I do not have a La Liga team.
That's what I'm saying. And then
I
we
love how
could
Mike's
follow
gonna
the La Liga. Oh my God. You know how
I
much
love,
fun
I love
this
how
would be?
Mike is going to get his rest for tomorrow night's show.
I know he's waiting
Not for
for
work,
it.
not for work, for tomorrow night's show.
Like tomorrow night's show is going to be an absolute mess. Like I'm already saying, I have no control over that show. Patrick, do you want to spin the wheel?
Why not? For the heck of it.
Yeah, do it, man.
Okay.
Even though Donnie and Ed have already taken the good teams.
Well, and the thing is, you said something about Virgil having a team, and it's like Villarreal's gone. That could have been Virgil Real.
It could have been.
Okay, change of plan. I want Villarreal now because of that.
Oh my God.
How about
I mean,
Real?
just for the content of this show, even if you don't have fandom beyond the show, you should have a team.
I'll take that.
Real Betis?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Conference League finalists last year.
Yeah.
Chelsea beat them.
Sitting in fifth place.
Yeah, and by the way, they're. I mean, the only bad part about them is they've got former Manchester United product Anthony that plays for them, but I don't like his dancing over the ball and not actually moving anywhere. But hey, they're green. Reminds me of Donnie with money. So, so you know, I'll call him Donnie FC. And the truth is, they actually don't have money. Did you get Sevilla?
I lucked out. Oh my gosh, I lucked out.
Wait, so you got Severgil?
I got Sevilla.
No, you got Severgil.
So Virgil.
I was hoping Valencia, so I can say Valencia. I can't say that. Now.
Valencia?
Valencia, but no. I will take
No, you got Severgil.
Virgil. Yeah, I will take Sevilla. Yeah.
No, Severgil.
Okay, so that is our, which is kind of funny because I do follow Sevilla pretty close. So
Who does Severgil play this weekend?
I was afraid you're going to ask me that because I did not have it up. Sevilla plays.
Matches.
You're going to need to get the name of the club. Right. It is
They play-
Severgil.
Espanol.
They play Espanyol, but do you know who they play the week after?
Real Betis.
Real Betis.
Real Betis against Severgil. By the way, you guys stop calling them Sevilla. They're Severgil.
I gotta call him Sevilla. I can't call him Virgil.
You can call them Severgil.
Somehow I got to see you spin and get Sevilla, but I couldn't talk to any of you guys.
No, it's not Sevilla. It's Severgil.
So I apologize, Sir Virgil, but I actually got to see that.
Listen, I love that I'm manifesting this. I'm so grateful that I'm actually more excited about Virgil's pick than mine, because now I get to call it a football team Sir Virgil. This makes me very, very happy. Makes my night.
I was expecting to land on probably like Valencia or Elche, but yeah, Elche was the one I was like, not Elche.
Yeah.
Please not.
I was sure I was going to get Elche after hoping that Ed would get them.
I would have taken Ibar over Elche, and Ibar's not even in La Liga right now.
But the fact that we actually got some decent teams, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, you should have Rayo Vallecano, but
I
gave him the choice. I gave him the choice.
You can give you the choice as well, but you're talking too much shit, and
I'm talking what? Excuse me.
You heard it.
This is a family show. We don't use this is a family show. We don't use language like that.
10:30 at night. There's no family show here.
Don't forget, you guys vetoed my NFL wheel pick, and then got me a lot better one thanks to Matthew Stafford's working back.
Your team looked good, dude.
Yeah. And by the way, have you noticed the uptick in form ever since I renamed them the Valiant Virgils?
Absolutely.
I mean,
let's go with that.
Yeah. I mean, since I named them the Valiant Virgils, has Matthew Stafford even thrown a pick?
I believe he has not.
I mean, listen. We just need to get Virgil on the side of that helmet, and that man's winning MVP. He is the favorite to win the MVP right now.
Is he really?
According to the betting odds.
I did not know that.
Yeah, like I don't know about every betting, Vegas, it's going to be different odds for every place, but the latest odds I saw from the ESPN one today, sorry, I know that's not the most the best betting place, but since they talk about it ad nauseum, they had the shortest odds. Did I say they're right? Shortest odds?
You're good.
Yeah, I don't speak betting, but the shortest odds were were Matthew Stafford, and then it was Drake May, and then Josh Allen after his Otto Graham like performance again, and then twice. Second time he's done it. 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns, but we'll talk about that tomorrow night. And then I think Jonathan Taylor was 4th best odds. So those were the top 4.
So, guys, those are all the Liga teams.
So Virgil,
Pretty happy overall. That's not,
I am.
it's not
I
going
am-
to stick. No, that is not-
Don't worry. I'll make sure it sticks.
I'm satisfied.
But guys, let's talk some World Cup qualifiers for a minute. And I want to start in the African and in AFCON because I was watching this game to completion because this was this does not involve a debutant, but it's a result I was really looking forward to seeing. And that was Nigeria losing to the Democratic Republic of Congo in penalties. And man, watching that game made me realize that I really thought Nigeria was going to turn it around after that, and they were not able to. They've kind of fell apart. Republic of Congo the Democratic Republic of Congo, can't say Republic of Congo, that's 2 different places, had a goal line stop that I thought was in, but VAR did not call that in. So they really could have won in regulation, but that did not happen. So they came and played on penalties, and the loss was so bad that the Nigeria manager is blaming voodoo on it.
I saw that. I
Yep.
sent you guys that because I said that is hilarious. He's like, he was over there doing some kind of voodoo or something, and it's like almost like that's not right.
So does that put the Democratic Republic of Congo in the World Cup now?
That puts them
In
in
the
the
playoff.
Confederations playoff.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
right. So does that mean Nigeria is now out of?
Yes, Nigeria is officially eliminated from World Cup
You
qualification.
know whose fault that is? John Obi Mikel's podcast.
Oh, I thought you were going to say the kicking game.
Well, that too, obviously, terrible. But,
So there are 2 spots that are still available in the interconfederational tournament. So right now there are 3 teams already in it. It is Democratic Republic of Congo out of the CAF, which is Africa. We've got Bolivia out of South America, and we have New Caledonia out of Oceania. So CONCACAF will get 2 spots with the 3rd round, best 2 group runners up. And then the Asian Confederation is the 5th round winner, and that is still happening right now. Let me see if there's actually a matchup in that one. Okay, so in that one, it's actually between United Arab Emirates and Iraq. And in the first leg, that is tied 1-1. They're playing the second leg tomorrow, actually. So we'll have that winner there too.
where's that one being played? UAE or Iraq?
That is, I said Iraq, didn't I? That is being
Well, I
played.
mean, people say that too. I mean, I'm not.
I know, but I try to be a little more generous than that. That's playing in Iraq.
And in Iraq, okay. That's going to be interesting. But both teams are actually fairly decent. Have become fairly decent sides. Iraq. And UAE.
I mean, so Iraq's been there before.
Yep.
I don't think UAE has been there.
Mustafa.
So I'm kind of keeping my eye on that for sure. The game on the let's see. Let me see about the CONCACAF ones real quick. So on CONCACAF, we still have the games tomorrow. So CONCACAF has a chance for 2 new debutants this week. And that is Suriname and Curacao. So Suriname And so right now in Group A, Suriname and Panama are tied 9 points each, but Suriname has the goal differential at 5. Or sorry, with 3 goals. Suriname plays at Guatemala. Panama plays at El Salvador. No, Panama plays at home against El Salvador. So Panama has the easier of the 2 games. But Suriname basically wins, and Panama doesn't score a boatload of goals, which they probably will. Then Suriname is in.
Man, but the fact that it's gotten to this point and Suriname has a chance to get into the World Cup at this point, when this should have been Panama's group to lose,
Yeah.
based on history and prestige, I guess, compared to everybody else. But I wouldn't count El Salvador out just yet. I mean, El Salvador has the ability to get to make it difficult. I don't see them beating Panama, but
surprises have happened.
Yeah.
Like this next one I'm going to talk about, Curacao has a 1-point advantage over Jamaica, 11 points to 10 points. They play each other head to head this week at Jamaica.
If Curacao wins that game, does Steve McLaren lose his job?
I'm going to say no, because I think Jamaica is one of the favorites to be in the Confederation playoff. If they are knocked out of the Confederation playoff, then probably yes.
So Donnie, just for context, the Jamaica manager right now, Steve McLaren, used to be the England manager, and he also managed in the Premier League, specifically Middlesbrough, I believe, and he was also an assistant at Manchester United twice. So he's got and he's also won. Okay, correct me on which team it was. It was FC20, I believe, that he won the Eredivisie, the Dutch league with.
Yes,
FC20. So he's got a little bit of a CV behind him. He's had some not so good times in England too, namely QPR and Derby. Derby, I guess, was okay, but Derby, I guess, was more when he was in the Championship, not in the Premier League. He also managed QPR and Derby, and I feel like one other club.
Newcastle.
Oh, that's right. I forgot he was at Newcastle.
And Nottingham for I think a year.
Was he at Forest?
He was at Forest 2011 before he went back to.
Man, I forgot about that. Yeah. When you said Newcastle, he's there for Newcastle, like.
Well, let's not confuse Donnie with a Geordie accent. So
let me be fair to Donnie. I give him such a hard time. My horrendous attempt at a Geordie accent. It's actually really horrible. Someone from Newcastle would cringe if they heard me trying to do that. So,
No.
we may actually be banned.
Trust me, I'm banned and my comment should be removed. I promise.
So Curacao has a chance to if they beat or draw against Jamaica, they advance.
Is Andrew Jones playing for them, or
Andrew Jones is not? No, Andrew Jones is not playing for
Curacao.
For Curacao now.
Oh man, I was hoping so.
He's retired.
Well, you never know. He could take up another sport.
Speaking of Curacao, can I do a quick tangent real quick on
Sure.
them?
Are we being sponsored by Visit Curacao and you're about to do a commercial?
No, but
And when have tangents not been allowed?
well, I always have
Have you watched this? Have you been a part of this show?
Apparently, this is my show, so I don't know why I asked you guys.
Exactly.
So this actually is a baseball tangent.
Okay.
So I remember during the World Baseball Classic, Curacao didn't make it or they made it one year. And I was looking up their roster and I saw who coached them. And it was a name I have not seen in years. He was a former Huntsville star. And the last thing I remember of this player was he got injured during the game at Joe Davis sliding in the second. And they had to bring the ambulance onto the field, which was a disaster at the time of having to do that. And he was taken off the ambulance. And I never saw him again. and that was Hanley Stacia.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I saw that name, I had to double check and see if he was that former Huntsville Stars player, and he was. So
At first, I thought you said Auntie Stacia, and I was like, "How do you know my Auntie Stacia?"
that's funny. No. So that I remember seeing. I saw that name, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I haven't seen him since he got injured."
Wow. At first, I thought you were going to say Hanley Ramirez, and I was going to say, "Didn't that man play in the majors?"
No, not Hanley Ramirez. No. So that's my little quick Huntsville Stars connection. I just thought that was kind of funny. Funny, odd, not funny, haha.
Yeah, you're still a star, Virgil.
Oh, thank you. And then going on to our other game, there is another team that has a chance, although a little bit of a taller task for them. Haiti and Honduras are tied with 8 points right now. Honduras has the goal differential at 3-1. Honduras has to travel at Costa Rica, which still has a slight chance of getting in there too, because they're sitting at 6 points.
And shout out to both Haiti and Jamaica for still being in this after the storms that they
Oh,
that they
absolutely.
suffered. I mean, with all the stuff that they must have going on at home, to still be in contention, regardless of whether you're a favorite or you were not a favorite, to be in that position. Kudos to both Jamaica and Haiti.
And they're both hosting
Well,
these
Haiti
games.
is not hosting technically. Haiti's the host team, but the game's in Nicaragua.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was going to say, with all due respect to Haiti, there's not a whole lot of places anymore with all the storms they've had that they can host games.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like Port-au-Prince. I mean, I don't know where you'd host it. I mean, I guess they can in Port-au-Prince, but outside of Port-au-Prince, they don't have a lot of infrastructure, the necessary infrastructure to host an international match otherwise.
Right.
So
no, all eyes will be on CONCACAF tomorrow for me, probably during the show, honestly.
And to the less interesting European qualifications, I did find it interesting that both Germany and the Netherlands just qualified. Was it today or yesterday? It was today. The fact that it took the final day for both Germany and the Netherlands to qualify. I mean, Netherlands in recent times has not made the World Cup, as hard as that is to believe, but there is a little precedent for that. But Germany, it's been ultimately they ended up comfortably winning, because I think, wasn't it Slovakia that finished second in the group?
Yes, and that's what I was about to say. Like,
it was 6-0, so it was like what
they had strong second teams.
Yeah. So
Slovakia was sitting with 12 points. Poland was sitting with 17. So they both had really good campaigns.
Yeah. Well, so basically Bayern Munich beat Slovakia today.
I didn't know Harry Kane was playing for Germany.
He is.
Okay.
You've never heard him say Guten Tag?
No, I have not.
Yeah, he's so smooth with his he's very his German is he's very fluent in his German is what I was trying to say.
Impeccable would be the word I would
Impeccable.
use.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Going through some of the other
I don't know
groups.
big words.
Going through some of the other groups, Switzerland pretty much has the qualification wrapped up. But second place is Kosovo. So they are sitting there with 10 points, and Slovenia and Sweden are nowhere close to them. So they will be in a playoff.
I was going to say, are Kosovo going to be in the playoff?
They'll be in the second. Yeah, they'll be in the playoff for the second round, or for the next round there, qualification next stage.
Now, remind me again of that Switzerland, the Swiss guy that played for Liverpool. He was the young diminutive striker. He played for Chicago Fire as well in MLS.
Oh God, I do not know that. Not Kobel, is it?
No.
Ebola?
God, who is it? That you know who I'm talking about. That guy that played for. Here, I'm
trying to think if you're doing a bit or not, because I don't.
No, I'm really not.
I think he's serious on this one.
I really am. Oh, Xherdan Shaqiri. There we go.
Oh, Shaqiri. Why did I blank on
Xherdan Shaqiri? Yeah. Thank you, Donnie. I had it right on the. I was right on the cusp. So thank you.
Donnie.
Yeah. Good thing.
I was going to say Jordan Charcuterie, but that's because I can't pronounce it.
Hey.
Just quit when you're ahead.
Yeah, Xherdan Shaqiri.
I was ahead. Okay, I didn't know that.
Oh, he's back with
Hey,
Basel.
where are these games played on? I mean, where can you see them?
ESPN Plus, I believe, has.
Okay.
Yep.
Let me check tomorrow's games. Actually, I can give you a better answer.
I can look it up real quick while you're doing that. I wasn't sure if ESPN carried it or if it was somewhere else, but I've got ESPN Plus.
Yeah, European qualifiers are easier to find than some of the other confederations.
Yeah.
So Shaqiri is, I guess Shaqiri retired from international duty.
That's why I didn't see his name then.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't realize he called time on his career.
Group C, Denmark and Scotland still have a shot to.
It's going to be weird seeing a Swiss national team without Shaqiri in it.
I mean, Xhaka's still there, so I mean.
Well, Granit Xhaka, he just does nothing but score goals.
That's exactly, especially against Serbia. Scotland and Denmark are playing against each other. The winner of that takes over the top spot for World Cup. So Scotland has a chance to qualify over Denmark.
Scotland, who employs former Chelsea assistant manager Steve Clark.
Yes, that's Scotland.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Also, former West Brom manager Steve Clark.
Can you imagine a World Cup that has both Scotland and Ireland in it?
You want to know the only thing that would make that better is if Scotland and Ireland both made the World Cup and Steve Clark and Mick McCarthy both were managers. I would love to see Mick McCarthy in a World Cup. I know that's no longer possible since he's no longer at Ireland. But
wishful thinking.
Sorry.
Group D is wrapped up with France taking over the first spot, and let me see about the other.
How long is Didier Deschamps gonna be France manager?
Until he gets bored with it.
Wasn't that like 8 years ago?
I mean, he's still going.
Well, I guess once you have Raymond Domenech as your previous manager, you're going to stick with Deschamps as long as you can.
As long as you can.
That was a disaster.
Yeah, so France has won that group, and Ukraine has finished second, so they'll be going to the next stage. Spain and Turkey still are playing. They play against each other. The goal differential is way too high, so even if Turkey ties, Spain moves on. I would like to take a little bit of a moment to say how disappointed I am in Georgia, especially after their European qualifying, their European stint. They have really just kind of fell off after that.
Do you think that's Saba's fault, Saba Lojanica?
I don't know what to blame. I don't know if maybe just caught lightning in the bottle in the tournament.
So the only reason I bring up that name is because he plays for Atlanta United,
and
he's a Georgian international. It's ironic. He plays in Atlanta, Georgia, and he plays for the Georgian national team. Whenever he scores, he goes like this, which doesn't happen that often. But
in Group F, Portugal has the automatic qualifying spot, with Ireland being in the next qualification round.
Did you see where Cristiano said this is going to be his final World Cup?
Do you believe that?
No.
And by the way, Ireland only gets that from a stoppage goal at the 90th minute +5 before it was called, and they were able to get a goal against Hungary. So that's a big, big win for them. So let's say we're talking about Group G, Netherlands and Poland being the two teams out of that group. Netherlands takes the automatic qualifier. Poland takes second place. Group H, while there are still games here, there is still a possibility of Bosnia and Herzegovina taking the top spot over Austria. Right now, Bosnia only sits 16 points, while Austria is at 18. So
that would be a massive upset.
That would be. I don't know if they would be able. I mean, it's in Austria. I don't know if they'd be able to pull that one off.
I don't see it, but you never know.
I mean, Edin Dzeko is still there, so. And of course, probably the biggest story that came out of this week in Europe, in my opinion, Norway cinches up qualification, and Italy once again has to go into the playoff rounds to qualify, which the last time they did that, they did not make it out.
I think the problem is that they have Gattuso as their manager, and he constantly underperforms as a manager.
Yeah, that's pretty much a takeaway from that. I'm going to skip Group J for a moment, and we'll get to. I'll explain why on that one. Group K is pretty much done with England advancing and Albania being the second place one over that one. That's kind of a small little upset too, in my opinion, having Albania there. And then in the Group L, Croatia and Czech Republic move. Or Czechia, is it Czechia now? I don't know what they call themselves.
What's that?
Is it Czechia now?
Chechnya?
Czechia, yeah, because it used to be Czech Republic. I know they changed their name.
No, it's not Chechnya. No, that's
Czechia. That's somewhere else. But is it Czechia? I don't know how they say it.
Here, let me see. You're right. They do go by something else now.
That was the group that the Faroe Islands probably had their best performance.
Yeah, Chechnya. Yeah.
Czechia. Okay. Yeah, not Chechnya. I know that's something completely different.
Yeah. Isn't that where Anzi
Machkala is? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Faroe Islands had their best performance with 12 points, but they were not able to pull it off. But now let's talk about Group J. So Group J, they all have one game left. And the reason why I want to talk about this group is because this one has probably the biggest implications here. Belgium sits on the top at 15 points. They play Liechtenstein. I don't think they have to worry about that game. But second place,
Liechtenstein is a formidable side.
the Liechtenstein has 0 points and minus 24 goals.
Exactly. They still got a shot.
But the second spot is wide open, and it's actually a game I may have to watch if I can find this. North Macedonia, a team that has not made the World Cup yet, goes to Wales. Both of them are tied at 13 points apiece. North Macedonia has the goal differential 9-4. So if for some reason Belgium actually can they beat Liechtenstein? No, Belgium has to lose to Liechtenstein. If they draw, then they're pretty much set on goal differential. There could be a possibility North Macedonia or Wales could win if Belgium loses to Liechtenstein, which we know is not going to happen. But that's going to be a true battle for second place for the winner of that to go on to the next round. North Macedonia, of course, would be the better story because they are the debutantes that have not made it yet. But we'll see what happens on that game. So just a little intrigue there.
Well, and a thing about Group J too, aren't North Macedonia and Wales both assured of a playoff spot because of their Nations League ranking?
Yeah, Nations League's a whole other thing. Yeah, Nations League's kind of a caveat I did not throw in there.
Well, I was going to say, but isn't it because, and I know that's not everybody, but like, isn't it in the UEFA qualification? Isn't that something that's been added that's not, that you don't find in the other confederations?
Yes, that's why technically Sweden's not mathematically eliminated, I guess.
Right. Well, wait a minute. So you mean Graham Potter's men are going to give everything and they still have a chance?
They possibly may give everything for a chance.
The boys are going to give everything because Graham Potter's the manager.
Right. So, Donnie, what do you think of all this?
I think there's too many groups.
You know what? I can actually agree with you on that.
I'm sitting here trying to figure out how to follow because you're talking about the different groups, and I was trying to find where can I find those groups to look at the groupings.
So what I do is I go to FIFA's official website. I just type in FIFA World Cup qualifiers and go to FIFA's website, and they have all the different confederations. Do you want me to send you the link?
I mean, you can. Yeah, that's fine.
I use an app called FotMob that has them all listed here, and I basically use them for this is basically where I follow all my leagues.
Okay, I see that now. I was on something different.
Actually, I think I used the ESPN one.
ESPN doesn't have a bad one either for that.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
Well, I can follow that then. That's easy enough.
here. Let's see. Yeah, so here, I'm going to send you this. Now, you'd have to go to a list, but there's a drop-down menu that can show you all the different groups, but I will send this over your way. Knowing you, though, you're so quick, you've already found it, but
Well, I just typed in FIFA World Cup, and I did bring it up on the Google.
on the Google?
Well, yeah, on the Google.
I brought mine up on the Alta Vista, but that's just
like on the main Google page is where it came up. But
yeah, I bring mine up on the Alta Vista or the by Jeeves, but
dang it, you stole my Ask Jeeves joke. Thanks, Patrick.
Sorry, the by Smithers. I'm sorry.
Yes. So that's all I had for Soccer Talk. Like I said, tomorrow, for me, all eyes will be on CONCACAF. So I'll be probably following those games while the show tomorrow. So in case.
Yeah. I'm just so glad that the U.S. doesn't have to qualify, because if they were, we'd be coming down to a last-minute game against Trinidad and Tobago that we lose. So
Too soon.
I know. But if I don't talk about it and laugh, I'll just cry.
No. No, I'm sad. Donnie, do you have any hockey stuff to talk about?
Not that I'm really prepared for. I mean, we talked this morning real quick, just that the Checkers got a sweep against the Iowa Wild. They've swept them 4-0 already this season.
Man, that's wild.
It is very wild. I'm trying to get together my information better on the ECHL and some of the other hockey leagues. I really need to have those notes ready, because I didn't have them quite ready this morning, and I don't have them ready tonight. Yeah. But because the NHL, I will say this about the NHL, because you talked about the game over in Sweden. That totally threw me for a loop. The NHL did a poor job of marketing that game, or those games. I guess it was more than one, I believe.
Yeah, there was one in Finland.
Yeah. Do you know who the commissioner is?
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to get you. I didn't want to get you sidetracked on a tangent.
You want to know how I found out about it? The New Era website, when they were selling hats for it.
Well, this is how I found out about it, when Sidney Crosby was sitting on my bench in my fantasy hockey Sunday morning, and I'm like, wait a minute, where are they playing at that they've already completed a game this early? And I was like, crap, they played in Sweden.
Wow.
Yeah, I play in Sellers Fantasy Hockey League. I still won the week, but it just kind of like, how did I not know they were playing there?
Do you play fantasy tennis as well?
No, just and I only did the hockey because I'm trying to learn hockey.
Right.
So, like, if you guys did a fantasy World Cup or a fantasy soccer, I would probably play it just so I could learn the names, like you guys know the names.
I'm terrible with hockey players' names.
I wouldn't do fantasy soccer, because I'd be the person that would be like, yeah, we're going to put Rapid Bucharest striker up front. I think I'm feeling pretty good about him. Oh, wait, who's the defense I'm playing? Arsenal? Oh, shit. The only reason I knew about the Global Series is because I actually have a friend that has I think she is Predator season ticket holder, or has season passes that went over there for those games.
Okay.
You're starting to show off how many friends you have, like Donnie. Golly.
Well, just in today's games, I mean, Patrick, your Ducks are up 1-0 on the Mammoth right now. They end of the first.
But they had a terrible week.
Yeah.
They admittedly they ran in some good and better teams. I mean, it started out with the Avalanche, but yeah, I think they were brought down to earth a little bit, and fans like me included were probably getting higher, like more elevated expectations than we could reasonably expect.
Right.
Because as great as the offense was, the defense has been a huge concern since the beginning of the season. I mean, we were scoring 6 goals but giving up 4. So, so we were brought back down to earth a little bit when the offense stopped being so hot. We're still giving up goals. So, I don't know. We'll see. I think it's gonna kind of even itself out. I think this is gonna be a better Ducks team, but
yeah, I think they. I agree. I think they've made some moves to give themselves a better chance this year than they've probably had the past few.
Yeah. Well, we finally got a coach who knows what they're doing.
Right.
Like him or hate him, I definitely disagree with some of the stuff he's done in his past, but purely on the ice, he's a good coach.
Yep.
So
Well, the Hurricanes split the last 4 games. They won tonight, 3-1 over the Bruins. Panthers, they've been struggling a little bit. They won tonight over Canucks 8-5, but
8-5.
they've well, I'll say struggling. They
Yeah, you don't know struggling. You've been playing for Stanley Cup.
they have I know
5 years.
they've lost a few games they shouldn't have early on. They had a bad streak earlier in the season. Like 4 in a row they lost, and they actually they lost 6 out of like 8 games or something. But they're holding their own right now. I mean, look at the standings real quick. Let's see where we're at with the standings. I mean, Boston's still leading in the Atlantic Division. Panthers, I mean, they're back a little bit. They're 5th place in the Atlantic Division right now at 10-8. So I mean, Bruins are in first at 12-9. So it's not a lot separating them. Basically 4 points. Carolina Hurricanes are tied with New Jersey in their division. Let's see where your Ducks are at. Ducks are 1 point behind the Kings, so they're in second
Having
place.
played 2 games less too. But,
Yeah.
But to be fair, the Kraken and Vegas are right there on the same number of games right there too. So
Yep.
the Pacific Division can be anybody's, but the Avalanche have been unbelievable.
Well, I mean, that division is only, right now, I mean, again, it's early, but there's only 5 points separating San Jose and the Kings. I mean, Calgary's the only one that's like way out of it right now. But a lot of the other divisions are very much similar.
Calgary's going for that number 1 draft pick already. They're like, we going
Could
into
be.
the lottery. They got
Could be.
Anaheim Ducks. They got Anaheim Ducks / San Jose Sharks syndrome.
Yeah, I'd love to get to another NHL game this year. I don't know if I will. I'm hoping to, but I know we don't have any Checkers games right now until like the weekend before Christmas, unless we may slip another game in somewhere here soon. But Rhonda and I are trying to kind of get other things done right now, and then after the first of the year, we'll get back into hockey pretty good.
But 31 points after 19 games for Colorado. I know that's the quickest in their history they've ever gotten to 30 points. Or 30
Yeah, I mean they've only got 1 loss. I mean they're cruising right now.
But the crazy thing is they've got 5 overtime losses.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they turned even 3 of those into wins?
Right.
And it's like they'd be. I mean, if it weren't for the Stars, who gotten off to a pretty good start as well, they'd be running away with the Central Division.
Yeah, and I mean most of that was in 4 weeks or 4 games in a row. I mean,
Yep.
Mammoth, Hurricanes, Bruins, and Devils.
Yep.
So yeah, they've been on a good streak though. They've won. Let's see what they've won their last 6 in a row.
Yeah, I'm telling you, they absolutely. It was like men against boys when they played the Ducks.
Yeah,
It was like it was like a clash between. That's okay though. I didn't even think we'd even be in the conversation for division. So
yeah. I was hoping they would. I know when we were talking about possibly our trip for next year, for a second there, I was like, oh, maybe the Mammoth will still have a late season game, but no, hockey's over by the time we were talking about going. So unless they make the playoffs, which I don't know about that this year for them.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
Exactly.
That's Eric's fault. Don't worry, this time it isn't your fault, Nani. That's Eric's fault.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, no complaints here. I don't know if I'm still going on that yet. I don't know yet. All right.
Well, that's all I've got for hockey.
Okay. Anything else if I would like to bring to the table?
No, not right now. I'm a little disappointed in the winter break here. I was hoping to see some soccer this weekend. I was like, dang, nobody's playing. At least as far as my Premier League. And
don't worry, Virgil and I both know by the time 10 a.m. rolls around on Saturday, we'll have probably 37 messages from you with like 20 pictures to go along with it.
Well, I was sitting here checking the beer garden to see if they had anything posted about going down there to see Bayern. But then I was like, oh crap, they're on break, so no game for them, no game for Crystal.
Is the J League being played right now, Virgil?
Haven't seen any scores from that.
Because I'm waiting for Donnie to wake me up at 4 a.m. and he's going to be like, Vissel Kobe is playing.
Yeah, J League is down through their last 2 games.
Yeah, well, I was waiting for him to say Vissel Kobe is playing, or the Urawa Red Diamonds. There we
It's
go.
hard to say, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Urawa Red Diamonds. Yeah.
But yeah, they are on match day 37-38, and those games start up on November 29th.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, we still
Until
got
the end of the month, I'm going to hear Donnie saying Vissel Kobe is playing.
And for Patrick, for your sake, Kashima Antlers are in the top of the table right now.
Okay. Is the A League in right now?
I think that was done because I thought
Because my team there is Adelaide United.
I did not know you had an A-League team.
Yep. I don't follow them closely, but if I had to pick a team, that's who it would be.
Yeah, I know A-League. Yeah, okay, A-League just started. So yeah, they will have games on Friday.
Because I was going to say that's where Juan Mata ended up.
Yep. And Adelaide United is playing Melbourne City FC.
Uh-oh. Melbourne's usually pretty good. So we'll see what happens.
On that note, since we're talking about A-League and J-League, it is time for us to go. So thank you for joining us tonight at Break Even Sports. Like I say, we do this every Monday night to talk about soccer, FCS, and everything else we don't talk about on the Tuesday, Thursday show, which we'll have all 5 of the group here, and we will talk about tomorrow's going to be fun. We're going to be definitely talking about the happenings in the NFL and college football. We've got some minor league world logo refreshes to possibly go over, but we're mostly going to be talking about the reemergence of Mason Rudolph. Be ready for that. I'm sure that won't cause any problems or instigate any people's feelings. We'll find out.
Definitely not. Go Pokes.
Well, thank you for joining us, and we will see you guys tomorrow.